and welcome to Gather the Stars Fiesta. We are live here at Gamescom in Cologne, Germany. My name is Leah, aka Windflower Leah, and joined with me today is...
I am Blep the Cat. Once again, we're so happy to be casting for today non-TCG related for you guys at home. Gamescom is such a fun event. You know, we've been here a couple of days now having fun, and we're really excited to kind of share that energy with you back at home.
Yeah, as Blep was saying, this is not TCG. We're normally casting TCG, aren't we? We've casted since January?
Since January, yeah. We've been at this quite a while.
Yeah, we've been at this quite a while, but this is the first time we're going to be getting into some non-TCG related content. You're going to be seeing speed-running bosses and climbing to the top of Wangshu, and it's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, lots of fun today. It's still going to be competitive. You know, there's going to be prizes on the line here, as we'll see in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, there's so much energy here. Some of you might be able to hear the music and kind of the chatter behind us. It is very loud in here in the booth. We are right in the middle of the Hoyoverse booth. If you're in, of course, if you're in Gamescom, be sure to come down, say hi to us, maybe check out the booth. But yeah, we've got some pretty cool stuff over the next couple of hours for you.
And also, so we have live audience members coming to play these games, and also we have 4 excellent creators with us. So do you want to talk about those creators a little bit? Yeah, we can actually see them. They're kind of just sitting off over the screen right there. They're getting ready to play. Hopefully there's some audience participants that'll be joining them soon. But yeah, I mean, hopefully some of these names are familiar to you back at home. You know, 4 wonderful creators. Hopefully we'll see their names on the screen appearing pretty soon. But Atsu. Atsu, Fob, Neko, and Lily are here. Yeah, and they're going to be playing in teams. You know, they're going to be teamed up against each other. And there'll be prizes and scores to keep track of throughout the event. You know, we'll be sharing them with you a little bit shortly. But this is competitive, you know. It's not just all fun and games here at Gamescom here. This is kind of an esports event. We've turned Genshin into a bit of an esports event. And yeah. So for those of you who aren't familiar, I'm sure you guys are, but Atsu here is his favorite characters are Zhongli and I hate them. And he likes fried chicken. Yeah, I do too. Fried chicken's very good. I'll secretly root for Atsu already just because of his food choices. I think that's top tier. Also, I believe Neko and Fob both are fans of pitching. Yeah. Also a very popular character. I mean, hopefully they'll probably be playing those characters very shortly. You know, we have accounts here as well that are fully loaded out, which will be very interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's going to be super interesting to see. I think there's a lot of maxed weapons too and talents, so big damage coming out of these characters. I'm sure it's going to be interesting to see. And our last creator, Lily, her favorite character, of course, is Yoimiya, which is my favorite character as well. So. You know, I love me some Yoimiya and my team, and hopefully, I think she'll be pretty strong against some of the competition we have here. So I'm hoping to see her out on the field in her full glory. Do you think people are going to be choosing their favorite characters to play, or do you think they're going to be choosing what characters are actually good to face these bosses with? That's a good question. I'm going to say our creators are probably going to start choosing their favorite characters, but if they start losing with them, they're probably going to switch gears into something a little bit more competitive. You know, get at some of those prizes because their pride's at stake. Yeah, I mean, they're fighting to win. You know, it's not just for fun. I mean, it is for fun, but it's a fiesta. Certainly fun is one part of the game, but you know, as a competitive player myself, I know what it feels like to be on the losing side, and they're going to be in it to win it as well. So yeah. So do we want to talk about the rules of the first match? Speaking of all of this going on, we should get into the first match very soon. So. First up, we have the World Boss Speedrun. How to play, players and creators will team up each using their favorite character to defeat the World Boss within a limited time. They have 5 minutes to do this, and you can see the boss list on the right here. We have Thunder Manifestation, Golden Wolf Lord, and Magu Kenki. Yeah. All very, I mean, I know some of those bosses are very annoying to fight against, so we'll have to see how our creators and our players back at home deal with some of the difficulties with those bosses here. Thunder Manifestation especially, I know a lot of players do not like. Yeah, so they have to choose between these 3 bosses. They get to choose though, right? Or is it on rotation? It might be on rotation. We'll probably find out in a second. I believe it's 1 at a time. You know, we're going to be seeing all 3 of these bosses in action. So they'll have to probably face one of the bosses they don't like in a while. But yeah, food and other things are banned, of course. They're not allowed to use food. And yeah. And so we do have people from the convention coming in and joining the creators in playing these matches. Like, we can see it right in front of us. I'm not sure who's going to be teamed up with who, but they will be joining the creators' worlds, right? Yeah. And so each person will get to choose 1 character, and it's going to be basically 2v2. Yep. And we'll see who defeats the bosses the fastest. Do they have to pick the same one?
Yeah, they'll be facing the same boss in different worlds. So they'll be racing against the clock against each other. They have 5 minutes, of course, to defeat the boss. If they go over that, or if all their characters go down, then their team does automatically lose. But otherwise, it is the first person to get the kill. So they have to think about, you know, what would be best against these bosses, who they're most familiar playing with, of course. Because like I said, these accounts are fully unlocked. And they might not be as familiar with some of the C6 characters or the R5 weapons and how much damage those characters can output in their accounts. They don't normally have them unlocked. So
probably can't take Kuching here against Thunder Manifestation, right?
No, hopefully no one forgets that Thunder Manifestation is always electro-infused. So obviously that would be a really bad play. They could try it. I mean, that would be pretty impressive if they can win with an electro character on their team. But I doubt we'll see that today. Yeah, Thunder Manifestation does look like it's the first one up. Pretty annoying boss overall.
Electro Chicken.
Yeah.
Ooh, and it looks like they're getting ready to go.
I think so. Look at Atsu that's kind of practicing against Lawachurl on Zhongli there.
Wait, I spy Tignari?
It could be. Yeah, we could have Tignari first for Fobmaster there on...
Hey,
oh no, Fob is, looks like he's peering at Atsu's computer there, because that is Atsu's station. So I guess he's trying to look at his opponent's...
It's not loud.
I mean... Atsu's not stopping him.
Oh,
so
Yulan's playing this one. Yulan is playing as Yoimiya. Perfect. Wait, they're even together in the Gather the Fiesta art. It's perfect.
It's perfect, yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
Completely canon event here, here at Gather the Stars.
I can't wait to see Yulan and Yoimiya destroy Thunder Manifestation. And it looks like, I don't know if we have the other players in yet, do we?
Yeah, no, not quite yet. It looks like they're filing in now. We can see one of the first players taking their stations back there. So we should have our action shortly. And just as a reminder, all of these characters are fully geared out. They're C6. They have their R5 weapons. Players can choose to re-equip them as they want, but they're not going to have a lot of time to choose. And it's going to be a little bit different for those of you playing at home, because these are 2-on-2 matches, so they're not full teams of 4, and they're also co-op. So some characters aren't going to work the same way as you might normally expect if you're just running them in a single team.
I'm just admiring the new loading screen introduced in patch 4.0. Oh my god, Yolan's idle animation is so good, and it's so pretty. I mean, they're in Inazuma, so you see the Inazuma background. It's beautiful.
It's been a really good touch that they added recently. You know, definitely, I've had a lot of fun cycling through all of the animation myself, just taking it all in.
Ooh, and we can see the names of who's going to be playing. So, looks like Atsu's on this screen, and Fob will be on this one.
Yeah, I wonder if they've already chosen their starting characters already.
It looks like it.
Yeah, Yoimiya is going to be a fine choice here. Obviously, you know, against Thunder Manifestation, being electro-infused, did Fob accidentally trigger that? Looks like he's going to have to reset.
Okay. They're just standing around.
Yeah, I guess
they're behaving.
Looks like we're you know, things are a little bit loose here at Gather the Stars, but that's okay. We'll allow that to happen. Again, it's mostly for fun. We're setting up some of our stations real quick, explaining the rules to our competitors. Of course, it is very important they understand it as well, because again, there are prizes on the line.
And just a reminder, so I mean, we have our creators here who have already kind of set up a bit, but we do have people from the convention who are, you know, they're queued in a line, and they're going to come in and play with these creators. So it might take them a minute to figure out, you know, which character they're going to use and get ready to go. They're going to be appearing on the cameras here, so.
Yeah, and then also if you also have to pick something that goes well with one of the other characters, or whoever the creator is using as well. So we'll have to see what they choose. If they coordinate or not, that is up to them. You know, they could just go with their favorite character and I
mean, is there synergy with Tignari and Zhongli?
I mean, Zhongli being having constellations means he does give his shield to party members.
Did that happen again?
Yeah.
Wait, you're not allowed to use food.
No, you're not allowed to use food. Yes, I mean that's really gonna be one of the dangers here, because I feel like you know, when you have a team of 4, you have a lot more characters to rotate around and avoid damage, but when you can only use one character and you can't heal, it might be smart to actually bring some healing characters along. It feels like all of our players so far are kind of sticking to what they're used to and not bring any healing characters.
I was joking about Yoimiya and Yulan because of the Yulan cutout in the background, but it looks like they're actually, they're getting into it now. Look at this.
Getting into it now, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wait, let me go back to this screen.
Yeah, so we can see all the action here. Let's see. We have Tignari and both sides using Yoimiya there. Obviously a very good choice for Thunder Manifestation. Look at all that damage. Wow.
Atsu on Tignar.
Yeah, it looks like Atsu team is winning the race here by a little bit, but Fobmaster team not quite getting the Thunder Manifestation down at 5 HP just quite yet.
Looks like it's Yelan and Tignari.
Uh-huh.
So they have the Hyper Bloom going on.
They do, yeah. Both characters obviously a very good choice here. Thunder Manifestation moves around so much, it's really annoying to actually attack it with anything other than bow.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. The one good thing about this in co-op, though, the Thunder Manifestation only does target one person at a time. You can see the crosshairs there on Fobmaster there. If you can avoid damage with one of your... Oh, it's so close.
Tignari's charged attack is so good. I think they're going to win. I think they're going to win.
Yeah.
Oh! Atsu's team gets the win. That is 5 points?
5 points to his team.
5 points to his team. Yes.
No points to Fobmaster team there. Getting just barely winning there. It was actually really close. Both sides, as soon as that bloom appears, of course, that's the end of the boss countdown there. But they got pretty close. The Fob team almost caught up, but not quite fast enough to make it up.
Barely over a minute for both of these teams. 6-second difference.
Yeah.
You see the timer stops on the left and right whenever they defeat the boss. So
you know, I'm sure
difference.
In these early rounds, they kind of feel each other out, getting a feel for each other's strategies, and then maybe going to adjust there based on how the opponent is doing at any one time.
So I think that the players who are here are going to rotate out, right?
Yep, yep.
So
after every round, we're going to get a new players here. Of course, our creators are going to stay in their stations. Hopefully choosing, maybe they'll stick with the same character each time. I mean, if they're fighting Thunderman, actually no, the next one is going to be
probably Wolflord.
Wolflord, yeah.
Need a Geo character. Atsu needs to bring his Zhongli.
Yeah. When's the last time you fought some of these bosses? Because I feel like I haven't fought the Thunder Manifestation in quite a while. I haven't had a character.
Island has not been explored yet. Still covered in fog. Look at all the things you can collect. Wait, look at this.
Yeah, there's sure a lot on the map here. Looks like we're going to go to Wolflord next.
Yeah. Thankfully, it is unlocked.
Yeah, thankfully it is unlocked.
So, 5 points on Atsu's team right now. We'll
yep.
see who wins this next one. Oh, and of course, Atsu is picking Zhongli.
Yeah, fine choice. I mean, you need a Geo character to break those Wolflord skulls. So you can break them with something non-Geo, but it's really, really slow. I've tried that before. Sometimes I'll run into Wolflord with an exploration team and forget to bring Geo, and then I'll be hitting away at those skulls, and they'll just never go down.
I mean, if you can defeat Wolflord before the pillars come up, though.
That's
and they are maxed out.
They are maxed out.
They are maxed out.
It might require a bit of coordination and getting some extra reactions. It could happen. We could see it there. That would be a huge advantage to any team that can pull it off. So we'll be looking out for that in that first part.
I feel like Yoimiya and Yelan could do it.
Yeah.
I feel like they could do it. They're the poster characters for the whole Gather the Stars Fiesta.
When you forget about Kaya. What about Kaya?
Okay, but you can only have 2 characters on one team.
It's true.
So you're saying that Kaya should be here. Oh, no. Ito. Wait, that's not Zhongli. Atsu switched.
Yeah, maybe going for something with more DPS, because it is a race against the clock. I mean, Zhongli is good defensively, but if they can dodge well, then they kind of don't need his shields.
I do think we have new players coming in to take over, so it's not going to be the same players going through all of these rotations.
Yeah, and you can see them on camera there as they come into their seats. On their screens there. Obviously, you know, we have the 2 teams with Fob and Atsu here. As we're kind of waiting for them to get set up. Obviously, you know, it'll take them a while. Luckily, most of the characters are pre-equipped with weapons and artifacts already. I think some of our creators had a chance to play with their own accounts and re-equip things as needed. But some of them are re-equipping and gearing their accounts as needed.
And it looks like we might see Yoimiya and Yelan yet again.
I mean, they have to pick a Geo character here, so Fob has to maybe communicate a little bit with his teammate there. Oh, wait, is Atsu already starting?
Oh, are they allowed to? Uh-oh.
I guess so.
They're practicing.
They might be practicing. I mean, it is timed, so you know, they can always compare times at the end if one team is ready. Maybe we'll get to watch one at a time, which would be a little bit easier on us as casters here. Ooh. Okay. You know, bringing Ito against Wolflord is really, really optimistic, but looks like the Wolflord did use its kind of sweeping attack, is going to get grounded for a while.
Zhongli and Ito versus Wolflord. Is that a good combination into that boss?
I mean, it's very safe. They're very unlikely to die.
But I mean, are you going to beat your opponent in terms of damage output?
Probably not. It might just be a practice round. I can't see them actually using this for the actual boss.
And over here, oh, Goro.
Yeah. I mean, Goro...
That'd be pretty good.
I think you do want someone with like a repeatable source. It's like Ningguang is who I usually use here as the person to brick it. But looks like Fobmaster is going to get into it there. Bring out Goro. Goro's going to be the one that is going to buff the team and hopefully take care of the skulls in the second phase.
Goro and Yae Miko. What a good combination. It looks like, I think they're just...
I think Atsu's team went down.
Wait,
despite,
what?
Despite being Ito and Zhongli, they did get defeated by the Wolf Lord there at some point. So now it's really, Fob needs to be able to just destroy the Wolf Lord in the time limit and his team will take it.
I thought they were practicing.
No, well, I guess...
didn't see the timer going down before.
I mean, they seem to need the practice if they went down with Ito and Zhongli.
Oh my god! Wait, did you see the player jump down?
I did.
Wait, that's the second time. Oh no.
Wait, let's see if Fob can take down the Wolf Lord. Looks like it's about to get into the second phase there.
Yeah, so Atsu...
Oh no! Fob also went down on Goro. Wow. Looks like this Wolf Lord is kind of kicking their butts.
I don't think Yae Miko is going to be able to...
She can do it. She can do it.
You think?
I don't know. Let's see how skilled our competitors are there. You can take down the skulls with Yae Miko.
Oh my god, do you see her getting swept away by the wind?
Yeah.
Fob can't do anything, he just has to watch.
Yeah.
Use geotags and the Rift Hound skulls to destroy the Golden Wolf Lord's shield faster. And then the only character alive is Electro.
She can definitely do it. You know, we'll see if she can do it in time. That's really going to be the thing. You'll have to dodge all of the Wolf Lord attacks here. And yeah. Yae is kind of doing it.
Kind of.
She's halfway through one of the skulls. Unfortunately,
she's dying. She's dying. She's gonna go down. Oh no! Ah!
And there she goes. Looks like neither team is able to take out the Wolf Lord. Both of them going down to its attacks. That's gonna be a tough one.
It's a very tough one.
Very tough one. Yeah, especially I haven't fought it in a while. You know, so I feel like once
I think it's no points to both sides
no points
because
to both sides.
I mean the rules apply the same, so no one was able to defeat it. So.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, if you haven't fought one of these bosses at a time, you might have kind of forgotten how they work or some of their mechanics. So this early round is going to be a bit of a refresher, I think, round for both our creators here, reminding themselves about some of these bosses and how tough they can be. Maybe we're going to go in again for a retry. We'll see.
I mean, I think so.
Yeah. I mean, I hope we get to see a little bit more action of the... I really like the Wolf Lord boss fight and the way it's designed, just with... yeah, the Wolf Lord has a lot of cool tricks to it. You know, you do have to bring a Geo character, which is pretty tough when you're only playing 2 characters. That's half your team, basically.
It looks like these players, we have new players coming in yet again. I think they are getting ready to walk over. Ooh, one of them is in a Columbina cosplay.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, the cosplay here at the conventions have been extremely good. I don't know, like we have a lot of cosplayers here at the booth working around the booth, but we see so many other cosplayers just coming by and showing off all of their talents. And it's been a really wonderful kind of time just to be around the Hoyoverse booth here.
Yeah, they've been really amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been some very good spectacles. I've seen a couple of Focalors as well as, you know, some of the Fontaine characters as well. Yeah, definitely, you know, for those of you who are going to be here on Sunday, come down to the booth, check out some of the cosplayers and take part in some of the events down here at Gamescom. Because we still have one more day left of the convention.
We do, and tomorrow there will be a stage event, right?
Yeah, yes. We'll see these creators back. I mean, this is kind of their chance to practice for that stage event. They'll be back here playing on the big stage in very similar kinds of competitions here.
And it looks like guest 1 is choosing Wanderer.
Pretty good
for
choice.
Magu Kenki. So the third boss, of course, is Magu Kenki.
Yeah.
So neither team won points against the Golden Wolf Lord, but I guess we'll have to see. 5 minutes on the clock for Team 1, Atsu, and guest 1.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go one at a time just so we have more opportunities to observe them. But Magu Kenki, also with the phase attack, you're going to have to dodge this. Looks like both players are able to dodge. I think Wanderer actually dodging it in the air. That's a really good choice for Magu Kenki.
It is a really good choice, yeah. Really good.
Because it seems like right now dying is kind of the main thing you have to avoid.
Yeah, you can't use food.
No, you can't use food.
No food at all.
Yeah, you don't have access to a lot of the shield characters here. Ooh. And Yelan, they're getting close. Obviously, the Magu can block your attacks if you're too far away. So Atsu has to be aware of that because that can really eat into your time.
Almost a minute down for Team 1.
Getting close.
Ooh,
Doing
they
pretty
are
good.
getting close.
Yeah.
There's Wanderer's Burst. And Magukeki falls. Woo!
Oh, Atsu very adept there with Yelan. Barely taking any damage there. Wanderer actually avoiding it all entirely. So very good play by our Columbina.
Really good character.
You know, of course, Columbina would be great at playing, a former member of the Harbingers. I'm sure Columbina cosplay is very familiar with Wanderer.
It's very true.
Yeah.
And we'll see what Team 2 chooses for this. It looks like they're going to go in order instead of at the same time.
Yeah.
So
I mean, these are going by pretty quick.
They are going by pretty quick.
I mean, you can see on the clock that it only took them 1 minute and 4 seconds to take down Magukeki there.
It looks like they're trying to choose their characters now. They're going to be against the same boss.
Yep.
So Magukeki yet again.
And we'll see there Atsu setting up for the next boss there, but we'll see what Fob wants to bring. They might copy their strategy or try again on Yae.
Ooh, Raiden?
Could see a Raiden.
Raiden and Yelan looks like.
Yeah, Yelan's very popular right now, huh? Yelan was also used by Atsu.
Oh no! I'm taking damage from the thunder from the sky.
Does that count? Okay. I guess that counts. You just have to avoid the thunderbolts. Looks like Fob is getting into it here with Magukeki. Oh. Shouldn't use too many abilities here in the early phase. It does block a lot of the damage. And we'll see Yelan doing a bunch of damage here. And remember, these characters are completely kitted out with C6 and R5 of their signature weapons, so they're doing a lot of damage even by themselves.
That is a whole lot of damage coming out of Yelan.
Yeah. And Magukeki is getting low.
Raiden doesn't yet have her burst up, so just waiting for it. Oh!
Okay, Fob
frozen.
Playing it safe, running out of the circle there to avoid the slam attack from Magukeki.
See, when you're using a melee character like Raiden, you could kind of dodge attacks by using a burst. But oh my gosh, Raiden's damage is so fast.
Whoa.
45 seconds for Team 2. That is definitely a win for Team 2. 5 points going to Fob's team this time. So I think they're tied.
They are tied now, yeah.
So Thunder Manifestation was 5 points. 0 points for both sides of the Wolf Lord, and then 5 points to Fob's team. Yeah. 5 to 5.
5 to 5.
And then they're going to start the rotation over again.
Yeah, so we're going to see Thunder Manifestation. I don't know if they're going to keep choosing the same characters or not. I mean, it worked for them pretty well last time. So we might see Tignari again. Both characters obviously being the best against Thunder Manifestation here.
Yeah, but I mean, the wild card is going to be the new guest coming in because the guests are rotating in and out for the convention. So
luckily,
we'll see who they choose.
Luckily against Thunder Manifestation, it doesn't really matter who you use because it's always Electro applied. You don't need to synergize that well with your opponent there. With your teammate to do anything reaction-wise. You just need to pick something that can react with Electro.
It looks like we're just waiting for some players to file in. They're in a queue, but it takes some time for them to exchange.
Yeah, and they also have, they also have to look at the account and figure out what characters they want to play as well. All right.
Oh, Tignari again for Atsu. Honestly, I love Tignari. I'm a Tignari man.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very good choice here. You can proc Quicken here. All the time, as much as you want on the Thunder Manifestation.
And then as we saw, round 1, with Yelan or another Hydro character, you have the Hyper Bloom because, Thunder Manifestation always has Electro applied on itself. So. And
we have Zhongli here. Going to be very easy to stay alive with the Thunder Manifestation, so we'll have to see.
Atsu is running to the edges because, I mean, when Tignari's skill is down, you can't really do anything. Use this skill, you get 3 free charge attacks, like instantaneously, and then...
Yep, and looks like Thunder Manifestation is targeting our guest there. And yeah, like I was saying earlier, the Thunder Manifestation only targets one player at a time. So if you can avoid all the attacks on that one player, the other one is free to do as much damage as they want.
It looks like Fob's team has also started Ganyu and Yoimiya.
Yep, Yoimiya again coming back out. I really like using Yoimiya against Thunder Manifestation. It tends to stay still just about long enough that you can kind of unleash a full combo. But looks like Atsu's team is having a bit of trouble dealing damage to Thunder Manifestation.
Zhongli is not the character to deal damage here, unfortunately. We'll help you keep you alive, but I think Ganyu and Yoimiya together is just too much damage against Thunder Manifestation.
That's a lot, yeah. Yoimiya especially.
Isn't that Gabe?
It might be.
It's Gabe down there playing on Fob's team.
Yoimiya, especially with C6. I have a C6 Yoimiya myself, so those arrows come like flying out real. Oh no, Fob went down. But I think
it's okay. Ganyu's enough.
Yeah, Ganyu's gonna be enough.
And another 5 points goes to Fob's team, so they're 5 to 10.
5 to 10.
Well, meanwhile, a minute and a half has passed over here, and they're halfway.
Yeah, looks like Tignari is having a little bit more trouble with Zhongli as a partner than the previous time. Kind of relying on Tignari to do all the damage here.
I mean, he does do a lot of damage, but when his skill isn't up or his burst, it kind of takes a while to build it again. Those charge attacks take a while.
Yeah, Thunder Manifestation is a little bit annoying, moving around all the time there. Zhongli's pillar probably not able to do the best. At least they're alive. They're not going to die with Zhongli.
They're not going to die. That's a good thing. They have max constellations, right?
They do.
On these characters,
they do, yeah.
So the shield will also fly to Tignari, not just Zhongli.
And there we go.
In 3 minutes and 12 seconds.
A little slow, unfortunately, definitely compared to the other team.
I do think Tignari is a good choice, though.
It is.
I feel like you gotta pair it well with.
You gotta pair, yeah. We'll probably want to pair it with another bow character next time as well. But Tignari is still definitely very solid. But Yoimiya was just so good. Again, I mean, Yoimiya is such a good boss killer with her single target damage that it's hard to pass up.
And it looks like Bob's team is already starting on the next phase against Golden Wolf Lord, going for round 2 here.
Yeah, let's see if they can stay alive. We have Ito and Tignari here once again.
I think that's a good combination.
Well, they don't react.
Well, true.
There's no reactions here, unfortunately. But Ito doesn't really need them.
True.
So they might be okay. Not going to do much on the ground, though. Ushi, not the best against Wolf Lord.
One of Alchemist Gold's creations here.
It's kind of funny just watching Ito run around here on the
ground.
No
energy is going to get swirled away.
Yeah. One of the more annoying attacks from Wolf Lord here, but does have a window for you to attack it once it finishes that tornado attack. So hopefully Fob can put on a bunch of damage with Ito.
Where's Tignari?
Is Tignari dead?
Wait, is he?
Oh yeah, Tignari went down, so it's just Ito.
Oh!
Man, this
Wait,
Wolf
what did that happen?
I don't know, but this Wolf Lord is like really making
corrosion.
a number. It does have
corrosion. It might have been corrosion.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to start taking healers against Wolf Lord because otherwise they're not gonna be able to survive the match.
Where are they going? Oh, they're there.
I think they're setting up for their own match. Maybe they're watching Fob's side and seeing how much damage the Wolf Lord is putting out and is going to maybe change tactics a little bit.
Do you think Ito can do this? 1 minute 30 seconds down already.
Eventually, maybe, but not in enough time. Ito also doesn't have a lot of geo application for those pillars unless he has burst, which he could choose to use now, but I think the Wolf Lord's about to fly back up.
Atsu is choosing Tignari yet again. I see him switching his artifacts around as well.
It looks like the Wolf Lord is going to have a bit of a window after this attack, so maybe we'll see Fobmaster use his burst here, but no, going to save that burst. I don't think
probably better.
I mean, I don't think it's going to have enough time. The Wolf Lord still hasn't done its second phase attack.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't know. I don't know.
It's a bit much to ask Ito. I mean, we know Ito is quite the character, but I don't think he's well equipped to deal with the Wolf Lord by himself. Oh, yeah. Ushi not even doing that much geo damage on those wolf skulls, so I think, yeah, you have to
use Ito's burst here, right?
There's a bit of a cooldown on when his geo stack applies, so even then.
Yeah, I feel like, 2 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. It's definitely going to run out here.
Yeah, Ito's burst already down, so now you have to wait for Ushi to even do anything to those wolf skulls.
You have to wait for an entire minute just to clear the pillars. Oh, no.
Yep. I think Fob's kind of rethinking his choices here with Ito. Maybe going to choose someone different next time. Look at him just wailing away on the skulls there to no effect.
I feel like you kind of need to bring a healer here for the corrosion, right?
Yeah. Yeah. If you can avoid all the attacks, maybe, but, with these bosses, it's so much harder to play one character than it is to be, have a whole team at your disposal here. So it is tricky and different. Like, I think one of the things you have to realize for people back at home that this isn't the way you normally play Genshin for a lot of these players. So it takes a bit of getting used to.
Yeah, I definitely don't play Genshin by walking into a convention and.
Right.
It must be pretty exciting though.
It must be. Oh, the Wolf Lord skulls do go down.
Oh.
So maybe Fob can take it out. There's a minute 20 left, but Ito's burst isn't up.
No, Ito's burst is not up whatsoever. Did not regain any energy from breaking those pillars.
Yeah.
And she is going to come down, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think it's going to get the damage output before Wolf Lord wakes up, right?
No, energy generation is going to be, I think, a big problem for the players here, because normally you have 4 other characters helping you generate energy, but with only 1 here, it takes a while to build up your burst.
Well, it's almost up, though.
It's almost up. The combos are coming.
Again. Oh, no!
The Wolf Lord does recover. He still has 50 seconds. He might be able to do it. If he goes for
but how's he going to reach him? He's swinging against the air. Oh, no.
Oh, no. The breath attack is coming out, so he'll have a window here to do damage.
It looks like Atsu's team finally started the Wolf Lord. Wait, is this Zhongli and Zhongli?
Is this double Zhongli? It might be.
Honestly, that's not bad.
It might.
That's pretty good.
Is it?
I mean, you can break pillars pretty good.
Oh, wait. Fob did it.
What?
Fob took down the Wolf Lord with 24 seconds left to spare. Well done.
Are you serious?
Ito's solo there after Tignari going down. The Oni does it.
I think that's 15 points. No.
No, we have to wait to see. We have to wait to see if Atsu can actually. He has a 4 minutes and 37 seconds.
37 seconds, yeah. Okay.
We'll see if Double Zhongli can do it.
I feel like Fob should get points for that.
I mean, he definitely put in a lot of work, so we'll see if it pays off. But the corrosion.
Oh, the corrosion.
The
corrosion.
Wait,
both of them are going down to it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, shields aren't going to do much when you have that corrosion. Obviously, it goes through shields. One of the main mechanics that makes Zhongli not as powerful against the specific boss.
Wait, why didn't Ito die to corrosion?
I think Fob just avoided all of those attacks. I think Fob was just better at evading all of those attacks.
Better dodging?
Mm-hmm.
At least they break the pillars pretty quickly.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, if they get affected with corrosion one more time, it's over.
It's really funny watching those pillars go up on those wolf skulls and disappearing immediately. Zhongli's actually one of the more efficient characters at dealing with the pillars there with his skill.
Doesn't he heal with a certain constellation?
He might. It looks like some health is going back here, but
I don't know if it's gonna be enough.
Well, the good thing is corrosion can't actually kill you. So as long as they stay shielded, they won't die to the corrosion here. Oh no, one of them did go down. Our guest player here did go down. Maybe it didn't put up their shield in time for the Wolf Lord there. So now it's just solos only against the Wolf. This seems very familiar.
Oh my gosh. You see, I figured that Atsu's team would get those 5 points. 4 minutes, 37 seconds. You have to beat that.
Yeah, I mean, Zhongli can still do it. It's not out of the game yet.
I don't know. I don't know. Look at Atsu's HP here. I mean, his favorite character is Zhongli.
Yes.
He's gotta succeed her.
All right, looks like managed to dodge that attack there. Is now going to go in with some normal attack combos. It's so... it's
10K.
It's really great seeing Zhongli actually do normal attacks as opposed to just be a shield bot a lot of the time. So this is actually a fun showcase of his abilities.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like watching him back in the trailer when he does his cool spear combo. And we can see it on the Wolf Lord.
Strategically placed second pillar. Oh, they're both broken. Run!
Yeah, this tornado attack is really annoying for a speed run. Obviously, you can't hurt the Wolf Lord while it's doing the tornado attack.
Run! He's skipping. He's out of energy. Run! Oh. Wait, Atsu might be able to do it.
It might be able to do it.
His burst is up. He's got to end with burst, right?
Well, it wants to make sure the burst doesn't miss. I think he's going to need that damage to catch up with Fobmaster's time.
Oh, yeah, only 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. This is actually closer than I thought it would be.
This is a lot closer. Oh, come on, you got to use your burst. There
we go. Let's go. Woo! Oh, it's not enough.
It does hit though.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's going to get it.
I think, no, he's up too high.
Come on. Yes.
Okay. Atsu got the 5 points.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
That was quite the struggle. I mean, in the time that we were watching Atsu take down the Wolf Lord, Fob's team, if you saw on the side there, already managed to take down Mago Kenki in the next round. So they're getting through these bosses very quickly, but the Wolf Lord seems to be putting up a lot of fight.
So 10 to 15? Am I keeping track? I'm gonna start tallying.
The action is happening a little bit too quickly. I don't know. They're skipping around bosses a lot. The Wolf Lord is really throwing me off here. I'll have to say, it looks like Fob's team is over onto Thunder Manifestation. Maybe it's just a matter of also how many bosses they can take down in the respective time. They might not need to go in order. They just need to go as quickly as they can to rack up points.
Really? So they don't need to be facing the same boss?
I guess not. I guess they just get to go through all the bosses one at a time, and they just keep going, and whoever has the most points at the end is going to be the winner.
And it looks like Atsu's team is heading over to Magokenki.
Yeah, Atsu team going over to Magokenki here on their rotation, while Fob is looking at Thunder Manifestation. We'll see.
It look like Elon and Kaching on the webcam over there.
Oh, yeah.
The cutouts.
They're filling in there for our guest player there until we have new guests. Ooh,
another
Raiden cosplayer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There's 2 cosplayers here.
There are. I see a child and a Raiden right now on camera. You guys at home getting a little sneak peek at all of the cosplay here at our events. Is there a Dea?
Yeah.
I see a Dea. Ooh. Okay.
These cosplays are absolutely amazing to see in person.
Phenomenal.
By the way, they are so beautiful. Everyone looks great.
Definitely a highlight of the convention here at Gamescom. And there's a lot of Genshin cosplayers. You can't really walk down a corridor without seeing at least one Genshin cosplay.
We were so caught up in Atsu versus the Wolf Lord. Maybe Fob's team already went through Magokenki?
Yes, Fob's teams did go through Magokenki already in the time that it took Zhongli to take down the Wolf Lord.
Oh, wait.
So they're a little bit ahead.
1 minute, 8 seconds for Fob's team.
On Magokenki, yes.
Totally missed it. That fight was too interesting.
So I think that the times may not be going head to head. They may just need to, the quicker they get through these bosses, the quicker they get to the next boss to get more points.
Yeah. So basically, if they defeat the boss within the time, they get the points.
Yep.
No matter whether or not
the
other team did.
I think at the end of this boss rush challenge, we'll get a point tally total. We have referees who are watching these games and collecting the points for us, so we don't have to, but we have, let's take a look at the action on both sides here. We have Magokenki on Atsu's team, behind by 1 boss right now, while Fob is ahead by 1 boss in the rotation.
Which one do you want to watch?
Let's watch Magokenki. Oh, look at his achievements going down.
Yelan and Raiden.
Yeah, Yelan's a very popular choice here for Atsu.
Yeah. Not just Atsu, but like, the convention goers are bringing Yelan a lot.
Oh. Atsu getting hit by the Frozen Strike there from Magokenki. Not doing as much damage as the Golden Wolf Lord. Looks like Corrosion really makes it difficult for the players here, but Magokenki is a very familiar boss, I think, for a lot of players.
Magokenki's getting shredded.
Yeah, he's getting very shredded.
I mean, Raiden and Yelan, right?
Yep. The only thing you have to be careful of is Magokenki's shield, and he does have that dash attack.
No! Oh, just 2 seconds under 1 minute for Atsu's team.
Almost. But Fob here is almost done with Thunder Manifestation. Going back, of course, to Yoimiya. Very good choice. Is that Zhongli again?
It is Zhongli, yeah.
Okay.
Yoimiya does so much damage.
She does a lot of damage. That C6 is wonderful. She's one of the few characters I do have on C6, so...
1 minute, 8 seconds for Fob's team.
Well, it looks like our Deza player did go down, but luckily Atsu was able to finish it off there. Look at that Wolf's Gravestone. I think some of you players back at home can saw that on camera. That was a really giant Wolf's Gravestone there. Cosplayer has.
You can see it on the camera there.
Yeah. It's been so amazing watching all of these players kind of come in and out with their cosplays.
Yeah.
Let's see. So next up for Atsu is going to be Thunder Manifestation once again. I wonder if he's going to go back to Tignari as his favorite.
I feel like, it's a very safe choice.
It is
but I mean, there's other Dendro characters you could use.
Yeah, for sure.
But I guess they're not bow characters. There's Kaveh.
There is Kaveh, yeah. Well, so unfortunately, we might not see a lot of 4-stars appear in this event, mainly because, with the character accounts here being C6, R5, I think the power difference between our 5-stars and our 4-stars is pretty big. So if you're in it to win it, I think you're better off sticking to 5 stars. But maybe Fobmaster's going to go for Ningguang here. We see him kind of kitting her out here.
You know, I think it's fun to change things up a bit and not see the same characters over and over. So hopefully we will see some new characters coming in as well.
Especially for Wolflord, I think a lot of the strategies the players have been using so far haven't been working very well.
Oh, we have a Venti cosplayer coming in for Team 2.
Oh, yes. Very nice.
Fob's team.
Probably not going to be using Venti, though, against the Wolflord. That seems like a bit of a bad choice. Venti not the best against bosses, unfortunately.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, Venti's good at crowd control. You don't really need crowd control against bosses.
We have a Dan-Han cosplayer here filling in for our guest on Atsu's team.
Dan-Han.
Yeah. Obviously not from Genshin, but there's a lot of cool cosplayers from Honkai Star Rail as well. As
the crossover.
Yeah, the crossover.
The crossover's here. It looks like Atsu is going to go with Tignari again.
Yeah.
For Thunder Manifestation. And then meanwhile, Fob's team is on their way to the Golden Wolf Lord.
Uh-huh. We'll see if Fob can actually get it done a little bit quicker than they've been doing so far.
What do you want to watch?
Let's watch the Wolflord fight once again. I really want to see these players start getting the Wolflord like in under 4 minutes.
None of these attacks are hitting.
No.
Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Ningguang is a really good choice here.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Oh! She's taking some down! Oh, no, she's not down! Well,
as soon as I complimented the choice, there she goes.
The Wolflord attacks are brutal. They do a lot of damage, and that's not even without corrosion.
Okay.
It's solos only once again, but it's really fighting against the clock now.
Yeah, Golden Wolf Lord did not take nearly enough damage. I mean, I feel like Zhongli can do it, but in 5 minutes? What do you think?
We'll have to wait and see. I mean, I think the Thunder Manifestation is probably going to go down before the Wolflord fight is over, so we'll see if our Atsu's team can kind of catch up, because again, they're one boss behind right now, so let's see if we can catch up a little bit in the meantime. Oh no, Zhongli did go down.
Uh-oh, wait, already?
So, yeah, that team is, so Wolflord is unfortunately not defeated. They're really having a hard time with Wolflord.
I mean, it is a pretty hard boss, especially if you're not familiar with fighting it.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I fought Wolflord myself, so I can't blame the players.
I would probably also struggle against Wolflord at this point. Ooh, is that Alhaitham? Is that Alhaitham I see?
Yeah.
Oh, the double Dendro against Thunder Manifestation.
It's a bit of synergy there with two Dendro characters. We'll see if Alhaitham can actually get damage in being a melee character. It'll be a little bit tough.
Oh my gosh, look at that damage. Look at that damage. I think they're just going to be able to shred this.
They might be able to. I mean, it depends on what attacks the Thunder Manifestation puts out. If it flies away too fast, Alhaitham's going to struggle a little bit with putting out damage.
You can dodge. I believe in them. I believe in them. Look at that. Look at that. Brilliant dodge.
Well, with the attacks focused on one character, the other one's definitely open to perform attacks there. Looks like it's following Alhaitham around right now. So Tignari's free to do damage. Oh, it just switched over.
They're doing a really good job at dodging, except Alhaitham is kind of low on health right now.
A little bit, yeah.
I think the trick right now is to just stay alive, because you have 5 minutes to get through it, and they're not up against each other.
Yeah.
There was a misconception earlier. We are sorry, audience.
I mean, Atsu does have some catching up to do, so he really wants to try and get these done.
Oh my gosh. Wait, look at their health. Literally, Alhaitham and Tignari are both on 1 HP. Like, 226 health for Tignari. They managed to defeat it.
Not even close.
See them high-fiving.
Yeah, it's great to see kind of our creators have fun with our audience here and kind of just fight these bosses here.
I mean, this is definitely a great opportunity,
Yeah.
for people to come meet creators they love and also, play the game and just see the atmosphere here. It's honestly so amazing. Everything looks awesome here. The venue is great.
Yeah, and co-op play is actually a lot of fun. I don't co-op enough myself. Sometimes I'll go into a domain with some other people, and it plays very differently from when you're playing Genshin by yourself.
Is this Chi-Chi? Chi-Chi and Yelan against Mako Kenki?
It is Chi-Chi.
I think they'll be able to do it in time.
I feel
like you pick Yelan, you're going to do it in time. Yelan can shred any boss.
Look, this is Chi-Chi fully geared out. She has all her normal attack, levels as well, so she can definitely do damage as long as she doesn't spend too much time running around.
It's also a revive.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe more useful against the Wolf Lord, but we'll see if it comes into play here.
I feel like time isn't the issue so much as it is, both players dying.
At least against the Wolf Lord.
Yeah. Look at that damage.
Yeah, Yelan really outputting a lot. Looks, I think they're really finding their stride with how they want to tackle each of these bosses, and Fob's pretty comfortable with using Yelan against Marco Kenki here repeatedly.
1 minute and 11
Marco
seconds.
Kenki goes down.
11 seconds. 1 minute, 11 seconds for Fob's team.
I mean, the boss here to watch is that Golden Wolf Lord. I think whoever team can more consistently pull out wins against Wolf Lord and not die might be the one to come out on top.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, I mean, so these players only have to beat the boss within a limited time. No food.
No food. Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
It's the only restriction.
They get 5 points, and we will see who gets the most points at the end here.
No food is actually is pretty difficult. A lot of times if I fight a boss I haven't fought in a while and take too much damage, I'll just chug a bunch of food and I'll be okay. But having not been able to play around with that is going to be a little bit difficult. And I guess we're going to wait a little bit as the players set up here. And hopefully we'll see cover the action pretty soon. But they're still setting up some of the bosses, so you're kind of back at this booth. But yeah, pretty fun so far, Leah, watching these players play.
I do think we're actually going to be going on to...
Magic is a kind of real illusion, and those few who excel at making illusions that shock and amaze will become renowned among magicians. From the performance posters adorning the opera houses of Fontaine to the hearty recommendations of hotel concierges and conversations with citizens on the streets, it isn't difficult to guess who the title of most popular magician belongs to.
We'll be a traveling magic troupe.
Magic is not simply a stage performance for Lenny, for the tricks of the trade have become a part of his everyday life. If you were to liken the battlefield to a stage, Lenny's bow and arrows would be his props, while the talented magician himself creates surprises for anyone watching the show. Those who are keen observers are more familiar with their own blind spots. When Lenny is in the party, the location of items unique to Fontaine will appear on your minimap, making it easier to gather resources. Lenny's normal attack can combo up to 4 consecutive shots, dealing physical damage. With a charged attack, Lenny executes a more precise aimed shot that deals increased damage. The shot has different effects depending on how long the charging lasts. At charge level 1, Lenny fires off a pyro-infused arrow that deals pyro damage. At charge level 2, Lenny fires off a prop arrow that deals pyro damage. After hitting, a Grinmalkin hat will be summoned. Grinmalkin hats can taunt nearby opponents, causing them to attack the hat. Each opponent can only be taunted periodically. When a Grinmalkin hat is destroyed, or its duration expires, it will fire off a pyrotechnic strike at a nearby opponent, dealing pyro damage. Only one Grinmalkin hat can exist at once. It inherits HP in proportion to Lenny's maximum HP. In addition, if Lenny's HP is higher than a certain threshold when he fires a prop arrow, Lenny will consume a portion of his own HP to obtain 1 prop surplus stack. The number of stacks is limited, and all stacks will be removed once Lenny stays out of combat for too long. Lenny's HP cannot fall below a certain threshold in this way. After unlocking the talent Perilous Performance, if Lenny consumes HP by firing off a prop arrow, the Grinmalkin hat will restore a certain amount of elemental energy after it strikes an enemy, and will gain increased damage based on its attack. Prop arrows periodically call down Spirit Breath thorns upon the location they hit, dealing Numa-aligned pyro damage. Using his elemental skill, Lenny does a flourish with his hat, unleashing a firework surprise when a Grinmalkin hat created by Lenny is on the field. The fireworks will cause it to explode violently, dealing AoE pyro damage equivalent to a pyrotechnic strike. Damage dealt by the Grinmalkin hat in this way is considered charged attack damage. When Lenny uses his elemental skill, all prop surplus stacks will be cleared, dealing AoE pyro damage to opponents in front of him. Damage will be increased based on the number of stacks cleared. And Lenny's HP will be regenerated based on his max HP.
Let's get this show on the road!
Using his elemental burst, Lenny unleashes his magic, turning into a fast-moving Grinmalkin cat. This is not to be confused with the Grinmalkin hat. They're two different props. When the Grinmalkin cat gets close to opponents, it will call down flames upon them, dealing up to 1 instance of pyro damage to each opponent. When the duration ends, Lenny will dismiss the Grinmalkin cat and ignite magnificent fireworks that deal AoE pyro damage, summon a Grinmalkin hat, and gain 1 prop surplus stack. Lenny can also deactivate Grinmalkin cat prematurely. A magnificent performance always leaves the audience yearning for an encore. If the applause is rapturous enough, the magician might even improvise a few new tricks on the spot. After unlocking the talent Conclusive Ovation, Lenny deals increased damage to opponents affected by pyro. In addition, each pyro party member other than Lenny will increase this damage bonus. The damage increase that can be gained in this way has a maximum limit. Only an actor who has mastered their skills and who can instantly adapt is worthy of being a maestro of magic, and Lenny is fully deserving of the title. In battle, prop arrows are Lenny's primary source of damage. By continually firing prop arrows, not only can Lenny summon Grinmalkin hats and fire off pyrotechnic strikes, he can also gain prop surplus stacks. By using his elemental skill to clear stacks at the right time, Lenny can deal even more damage to enemies. When energy is full, Lenny can transform into a Grinmalkin cat, moving agilely about the battlefield, getting close to enemies, and delivering a magnificent final performance under a shower of pyrotechnic magic. No one wishes to be tricked, but people still willingly take their seats to watch a magic show whose purpose is to deliberately deceive. Is it to lose themselves in a splendorous illusion, even for a short while, or is it to see through the illusions and trickery? Either way, we need not pry too deeply. For regardless of how real the magic seems, it is but a performance. Just consider it a rare piece of entertainment in a world of fickle fate. Is that not enough?
Magic should be mysterious, surprising, and defy logic. Magic is hard work. Every single movement has to be practiced thousands of times.
It's alright. We're used to that.
We're sorry. You've taught us so much, but we can't tell you the whole truth.
It's okay. Do you still remember what I told you? This world is full of lies and falsehoods. I only hope that one day, you can find your own truth.
What about you? Have you found your truth?
Magic is my truth. I want to perform a magic trick so great that people will always think of me when they talk about it. For a magician, what greater honor could there be?
Look! Behold! Lenny is sealed inside the box. Will he manage to escape? 10 years ago, Caesar attempted this very trick, and it was at this precise moment that...
Lenny! Watch out!
Mysterious. Surprising. and logic-defying. Isn't that right? This honor belongs to you, Caesar. I'm just sorry it's a little late.
Welcome back from our break, guys. So we are going into the second round, which is very different from the World Boss speedrun, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to quickly take a look at the scoreboard here. Of course, we're keeping track of the point totals here. Ooh, looks like it's exactly even.
Wait, it's tied.
It is tied. And I believe Lily should be playing on Fobmaster's team here, and Nekopi on Asian Guy on Atsu's stream on team as well. So right now they're exactly tied, which is, I didn't expect that. So I thought Fobmaster was a little bit ahead.
It was kind of hard to keep track during the moment for a minute because you know, they got out of sync, but it was really fun watching, especially that solo Zhongli and the Ito the Ito. Both were very fun.
Looks like they haven't quite figured out how to defeat the Golden Wolf Lord there. They'll have a little bit of more opportunity tomorrow because we'll see some of these competitions again in tomorrow's stream on Sunday. But right now, we'll shortly be heading into our next event, which is very, very different from what we just watched.
Yeah, so it's not combat-based at all. It is called 2 to the Top. You'll see the rules on the screen very soon. So one player coming in from the convention is going to control either the mouse or keyboard, and then the other player, the creator, is going to be controlling the other device. So basically, they have to team up together to reach the top of Wangshu Inn and speak to Vergoldet. And they have 100 seconds to do this, and they have to use Kaveh. Yeah,
they have to use Kaveh here, which is actually quite a good character to use here. Of course, he has his jump skill that can get him high up a little bit. Did you try this yourself, Leah, back at home? This little competition climbing Wangshu Inn?
It's pretty hard.
Yeah?
It's pretty hard.
Yeah, I think I have my own really good route, so I'm going to be watching to see if these players have found it. There's a couple of rock places that you can climb and get like underneath the bridge. Obviously, there's like a bridge that goes around Wangshu Inn, which is the most straightforward way. But if they are competing head to head, so if they can find those shortcuts, it could make a lot of difference.
I mean, being able to use Kaveh's skill in
Yeah,
midair is pretty important. Pretty good character for this challenge, I think.
Yeah.
And so both teams are going to have the same exact timer.
Ooh, is that a Dillik cosplay?
It might be. And Goro?
And Goro, yeah.
And Goro. Oh, wait, that's Dillik's new skin, actually.
It is. Yes, it is his new skin. It's very cool.
It's very cool. They look great.
Yeah, they do.
It looks like they're getting ready, so there won't be anything out of sync this time.
Yep.
They're going to be going at the same exact time, racing against the clock and against each other.
Yep. And again, it's one character because we have our guest controlling the keyboard here while our creator is either on the mouse or the keyboard as well.
Also worth mentioning, so Atsu and Fob swapped out for Neko and Lily.
Yeah, but they are playing on the same team, so right now everything's there. It looks like the race has started. Oh.
I think already...
Looks like both of them taking the straightforward route up through the bridge, which makes sense if you're not used to... Oh, no! Oh, no!
Oh! We might see a lot of that, considering, I mean, we have one player on the mouse and one player on the keyboard. It looks like...
They have to coordinate a little bit better than that. Running out of stamina is a pretty big deal against it, but it looks like they're about on the same part of the Wangshu Inn, so it's head-to-head.
Yeah, both Neko and Lily are on the mouse. I guess they're allowed to choose, and so the Goro and Dealer cosplayers are both on the keyboard, so...
Yeah, very coordinated there, Neko, you know, with the Kaveh skill and the easy glide there. I think they're going to take this one.
Oh, also, you can't take the elevator, right?
You can't take the elevator.
You cannot take the elevator. It is cheating. Oh! Neko won.
Neko wins this one by a couple of seconds. Very good. Very good.
No. So the conditions are you have to reach Vergoldet and enter the dialogue.
Yep. You'll be seeing that dialogue quite a lot there.
Okay, so I am keeping track of the score this time.
So first one goes to Neko's here. I wonder if they're going to start seeing different strategies emerge as they get more used to kind of the Wangshu Inn structure, the architecture here.
So the point assignments are as follows. The first team to reach within the time assigned gets 5 points.
Yep.
The second team still gets 2 points if they reach it.
They do, yeah.
If only one team arrives, it's another 5 points, I believe. And then if no team arrives, it's 0.
So you still get 2 points for catching it, and that might come into play later with the other... we still have 2 more competitions still to come where players can get points there. So, you know, 2 points can add up over time, so definitely don't discount them. But that's a pretty convincing victory by Neko there. But it's also about how well you can coordinate with, you know, the guest there to control one character, which is definitely not something that I'm sure anyone's used to doing. I mean, when's the last time you had someone else control a character on the keyboard while you're on the mouse? Probably never.
Sounds pretty fun. I kind of want to try it.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll let us play?
They might once this is over. We might get a chance to take it for a spin ourselves.
You know, I think the most tragic thing would be like if you fall off a really high place in Wangshuin.
Yeah.
Like, what if they don't deploy their glider in time? They just.
I mean, that's really the risk here, right? If you take some of the riskier paths up, you might not be coordinated enough to prevent yourself from falling down, and that kind of could ruin a run.
Also, some players might not be familiar playing on a keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we might have players who are more familiar with consoles or playing on some other device.
So just a reminder for any of you who are joining us now. So we have players from the convention coming in and joining our creators here. Right now we have Neko and Lily playing with them. And so it takes them a minute to exchange people.
It does, it does. And, you know, there's definitely some time to meet and greet as well. And things get definitely very loud in the convention here. We're hearing a lot of... Oh, looks like we have another race starting. Okay. Lily's off to a bit of a lead here, sprinting up the path very quickly.
Yeah, we see those sprints very clean.
You have to
very
conserve
clean coordination.
You have to conserve your stamina. Ooh, there we go.
It looks like they're taking the same route every time. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Have to manage that stamina a little bit. Luckily, I think this part of the path up is pretty easy for Lily there. Just needs to take it slow and steady, get over this jump over here.
Yeah, so it looks like Neko is on the keyboard this time, and the guest is on the mouse. But for Lily, she's on the mouse again.
Yep. But looks like that Lily's gonna take this one.
All right, 1-1.
1-1. But of course, Neko still has to make it to the top for those 2 points. So still needs to get up to the top there. I talked to her. Don't get distracted by that world quest.
40 seconds left.
It's from here on, there's not much.
It's right there. I don't think it's going to take 40 seconds to walk up there.
No.
There we go. Okay, 2 more points to Neko's team.
Yeah, now they're tied up again. This is gonna be, I mean, it's gonna be very close. I think a lot of it is gonna be down to whoever can come up with like a slightly better strategy for climbing the inn. If they both take the same route up every time, it's gonna be very similar, I think.
Well, so. it's gotta be hard because like it's new players coming in every time.
That's true.
So I mean. And you don't really know who's going to be coordinating what.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
It depends on who's on the
mouse and the keyboard. Yeah.
Mouse and the keyboard. Which one would control direction more?
I think it'd have to be the keyboard, right?
I guess, but like, what if the mouse isn't like the camera?
Yeah, if the camera spins around too much, then it might not work out. But I think definitely the keyboard is the more powerful controller in most cases.
Also, Gamescom is so busy. We don't know if you can hear all the noise in the background. There are a lot of stage events going on right now with people screaming. Yeah. It's so fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun as well. And, you know, we're also having fun here at the Hoyos with watching these games go down. But it is busy. Oh, look at Lily there doing a shuffle with Kazuha.
You have to get exactly in the center of that rug, you know. Has to be symmetrical. Has to be perfect. Okay.
No cheating here.
What if the person on the keyboard presses F right now?
Well, that counts on the time. You know, that's part of your climb. It's an obstacle. It's like a hazard.
Are there any world quests that can trigger just by running into people?
I don't think so.
You know, like when you get in close proximity to an NPC and it just gets you into a quest, you don't want to be in that quest, you can't get out of that quest.
That's definitely a risk, but I don't think there's anything here that can derail you from the climb.
Looks like Lily's team is testing things out a bit. Okay, so both creators are on the mouse again.
I think that's a fun way to do it. You know, have the guests come in on the keyboard, and it looks like they're off.
Oh.
Lily off to a good start with the sprint there.
Oh no!
Oh no, they've recovered. They recovered.
They did. That was a good recovery.
Okay, good recovery from Neko.
For those of you watching at home, I mean, obviously running to the top of Wangshuin is something so simple, but when one person is on the keyboard and one person is on the mouse.
Yeah, Lily's team taking a bit of a fall there into that pit and running out of stamina as well, not able to climb back up immediately.
Oh, you have to be careful with those
be very
sprints
careful,
because
yeah.
if you run out of stamina and then you fall, that's it. That's it.
Definitely.
This is definitely the safer route, you know.
It is.
over
Oh,
here.
oh,
no! Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Didn't happen.
Okay.
Okay. Neko's team is safe there.
I saw the plunge. I
Oh,
was
it's
like,
really
oh my
close.
God.
It's really close. Oh, it's
Wait,
gonna be so
I
close.
think Neko's gonna take it. I think Neko's gonna take it.
Lily's out of stamina. She can't actually catch up. It was so close.
Oh, inside the booth with Vergolde. You can't even see her. All right. Okay. I think it's 2-1.
It's 2-1.
I'm tallying it. I'm tallying. I'm not gonna
Back and
keep
forth.
track of the second team's points, but
The score should be all we need, but at least both teams are able to make it to the top in the time limit, so still able to get those consolation points there at 2 as we reset for the next race. And of course, our creators here are playing for prizes as well as the participants. You know, the winner of each race does get a little bit of a gift here on their way out. So if you want a chance of doing this and you're at Gamescom, definitely drop by the Hogwarts booth and take part tomorrow if you can't make it in today, as we'll be running these events as well around the same time.
yeah, I'm not sure how long the queue is. We can see a whole lot of people around the esports area here, you know, trying out the game as well as queuing up to play on stream. But if you are
look, there's
near
a
the
Sealy.
Hoytverse booth, no, wait, there is.
Lily's following a Sealy. Is that allowed?
That's not part of the.
It's not part of the race.
This isn't part of the game.
It's fun. It's been so long
How many
since I've been to
points?
Wangshu Inn.
How many points?
For getting a Sealy?
Yeah, if we're getting the Sealy. How many points?
I don't think we can track that.
I'm gonna award her 10 points.
Okay. 10 Leah points. Unofficial scoreboard outside of the competition here. Oh, just gonna leave it? Aw.
No.
Maybe we'll come back to it later. We'll have to see if Lily goes back to that ceiling. Oh, no.
Oh, like the treasure.
That's gonna be a little bit distracting. I'm gonna stay there until they collect it.
That's a debuff.
It is a debuff. Maybe it should be worth points if you can keep it on the screen for that long.
Okay, now Neko has to find the Sealy.
Just to keep it even. Oh,
Uh-oh.
a little bit of a false start there. Of course, both teams do have to start at the same time.
They're testing it. They're testing it. It's okay.
Yep.
We got new players rotating in, so they have to make sure they got all the controls down.
Yep.
Oh, but they did start. Oh, there was a delayed start for Neko's team,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
As Lily again takes the head start there, but she is down one match here, so this is a good chance to catch up. So make sure to jump these.
Oh, no stamina. Ah! Okay.
Okay.
Wait, it's fine.
Oh, no,
it's not a hard fall.
I don't think he can make it. Oh, no. Oh, okay, just barely.
Okay.
Kazu just barely makes it. But I think Neko's firmly in front now.
No, there is something you can do when you're climbing. If you're out of stamina, you can press X and then quickly press E, but it requires.
Really?
Yeah. So you'll use his skill to jump up.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you start falling, you press E. But it takes a lot of coordination.
It takes a lot of coordination.
And it looks like Neko is going to take this. Very clean victory for Neko.
Yeah, Lily there, the stumble at the beginning definitely setting her back a little bit too far. As these are very close races. Both teams at this point really good at getting up to Wangshu Inn. So it's really a matter of who doesn't mess up.
I like how Vergolde is basically saying she doesn't know who the Traveler is, but we've had this dialogue like 4 times now already.
Yeah.
Can't place you.
She has a bit of a short memory. That's okay.
By about 2 minutes.
About 2 minutes. She's stuck in a bit of a samsara dream, maybe. Just like that's a 2-minute long loop. a little bit out of
the NPC
character.
curse.
Oh, look at Liliga going after the chest. Priorities.
Oh, that's another 10 points.
It is. Well, it's the same chest as before.
I know.
Oh.
You guide the ceiling, 10 points. You go back for the chest, another 10 points.
You know what she's doing? She's collecting artifacts to get ahead at some of the next challenges by having more artifacts to use.
By the way, ignore me. The points I'm saying are fake. The actual score right now is 3-1. Atsu and Neko's team is up ahead in this challenge, and Fob and Lily are a bit behind. But I mean, you have to keep in mind that one player coming in and taking over the keyboard, and one player taking over the mouse. It's really hard to coordinate.
It is. Like I said, not something that players are going to be used to doing.
We got to do this challenge.
We definitely got to give it a try.
We have to do it.
People at home, you should give it a try yourselves if you have someone who you can find to play with you.
Yeah, can you rush to the top of Lawachurl in? 2 people, one on mouse, one on keyboard.
Even on the phone, like you can try one person trying to like use the button controls and one person using the mouse. But looks like we're resetting here for another round. And we have to see if Lily's team can catch up here. There are 2 races behind.
Looks like they're getting ready to start, and here they go. 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock.
Okay. And the races are off. It looks like this time Neko wants to get off to a very big lead. She's getting good at this.
So the exact point tally right now, Neko's team is on 17 points, and Lily's team is on 11 points.
Yeah, okay. Checks out.
So, I mean, those 2 points you get
you
matter.
can see Atsu in the background there really cheering his team on. Being a bit of a mascot. I mean, I think that's making all the difference. His team is in the lead, and maybe that's why. There he goes, acting that out.
Where's Fob?
Where is Fob? Yeah,
Where's Fob?
He needs to come and support his team.
Look, the moral support is making Neko win.
It is definitely mattering.
Another 5 points for Neko's team.
Yeah, they're really getting ahead on this.
I do think Lily is going to get to the top here, so that will be another 2 points for Lily's team, putting Lily at 13.
Yep.
And Neko will be at 22. Safe travels.
Yep. As we reset again for the next race. These are going by very quick.
They are going by very quick. I actually like this one. I like these types of challenges. They're pretty fun.
It is. Going head to head is nice.
They have to be fun if you're coming to participate too.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's nice to, especially, get in line, play with someone that you may be a fan of, and then get a prize at the end of it is a pretty good way to spend a couple of minutes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Don't get caught up in dialogue. It's also fun seeing some of these older areas that I had, a lot of people have been playing the game a long time, probably haven't been back to Lawachurl in a long time, and getting to just visit, chill out with the vibes. And
Oh, no! Lily started a quiz?
You did.
Oh, no!
Is it going to count against her time? I hope not. She needs to quickly get through the quest.
Let's go ask them. It's true. Maybe. Oh, okay. I was going to read it. I was going to read it. I was going to narrate it. Okay. Lily is in place.
Yeah. And we need to wait for the next person to come in. Ooh. We're getting a bit of a preview here. It is another cosplay.
Oh, it's a Shenhe.
It is a Shenhe.
Let's see in a second.
There we go. This is kind of a mini cosplay showcase for you, for all of you back at home.
It's awesome.
It is
I love it.
Yeah, it's great that we get to see the players here on camera, so you guys back at home can see what we're seeing a little bit as well. The Fool's costume is very nice.
They're very nice.
Yeah. Very detailed.
People put a lot of hard work into making
Definitely.
them, and they came here to show them off.
All right, and I think we're about to start on the race. We'll see if Lily can get a better head start this time. I think as long as she doesn't fall down the pits, she's in a good
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Bit miscoordination on Lily's
A little bit,
team
a little bit, yeah.
Neko jumping a lot.
Why wouldn't you?
Out of
Just get used to
stamina.
it. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you gotta...
Uh-oh.
Not quite fast enough to get the glider out. Oh, what's going on?
Neko zooming to the top, but Lily
There we go.
is having trouble crossing. Okay, they got it.
They got it. They got it right. Okay. They still just need to make it to the top for those 2 points.
Yes.
I don't know. Neko could still fall, but at this point she's getting really good at climbing.
Yeah, I think they're there. They're basically there, yeah. All right. All right. Neko's team is at 27 points.
Yeah. I think that background support by Atsu is making all the difference here.
They're stuck here again. No.
Oh.
You got this.
You got this.
39 seconds left. Come on. Oh, wait. They're almost there. They're almost there.
They've got it. Okay.
Out of stamina. It's fine. 30 seconds left. They can do this. Don't talk to the NPC.
Slow and steady. Slow and steady.
All right. Lily's team is at 15 points. So it's 27 to 15 right now.
Yeah.
For this section. And again, this is 2 to the top, so both teams have to race to the top of Wangshu-in using Kaedehara Kasaha.
Yep.
And we have people coming in from the convention just, queuing up and playing on stream. They're rotating in and out, and one of them's going to be controlling the mouse or keyboard, and then our creator here, Nico or Lily, will be on the other.
Yeah, much harder than it looks, by the way. I mean, I know it's very easy to kind of look at, watch back at home on stream and see these players climbing and think you can do it, but it's actually really tough just giving up half of the controls to someone else and having to coordinate.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder if Lily is exploring some secret passages maybe to use. See, I think that's one of the paths that I was scoping out earlier when I was taking a look at Wangshu-in. If you climb up those rocks, you can actually bypass a lot of the stairway. So if you get onto that, you might be able to, if you find, the first person to find a shortcut is going to have a lot of advantage if they can do it.
I've definitely been appreciating the side content. You know, finding the Sealy, guiding to the court, collecting the treasure, picking up some Sunsetia, starting a world quest. Just typical.
It's a classical Genshin experience. You know, you go somewhere to do a thing, and then you get distracted by the Sealy that kind of pulls you away and leads you down to a chest.
Uh-oh. Hey. Hey. That's Kasa's spot. Madam Chin. Oh. Body blocking. Hey. She's just trying to walk. Okay.
She's just trying to walk.
Okay, we're in the center. We're ready.
Kasa's being pretty rude there, I think.
Oh, we have another. Oh, 2 more cosplayers. Kuching and Xiao?
It is Kuching and Xiao.
There's so many cosplayers.
There are so many, yeah. You can just see how many Genshin, like we said, like we've kind of been saying, it's really hard to walk around Gamescom and not see a Genshin cosplayer. I mean, obviously, you know, they're going to be flocking to this booth more in particular, but there's just so many of them out there.
It's definitely a good opportunity to show off the hard work you put into your cosplay. I'm looking at Xiao's Jade Spear right now.
Oh, it is so good. You guys at home can't see it, but we can. It is very lovely.
It looks like they're about to start.
Yeah. And let's see if... let's go. So Lily's team can catch up a little bit.
Well, look at Neko's team.
Yeah, they're getting so good at it. Wow.
Well, it's Neko getting good at it because, it's new players coming in every time.
Sure. Oh, be careful. You're low on stamina. Okay.
They got this.
All right, Lily, avoiding the gap there on Lily's side.
Lily is at full stamina right now, so we're good.
We're good.
We're good. But still behind right now. You need to start sprinting.
You know, I'd really like to see some of these players go for some of the more unusual paths because I think that could really get ahead. But, you know, it's not just about winning, I suppose. It's also just about having fun here.
Definitely.
Climbing once you win.
You know, it's kind of about the experience at Gamescom, right?
Yeah, it really is.
Also, it looks like, so Neko will take another 5 points, putting her at 32 points right now. And, you know, it was pretty close this time.
It was very close. Lily's team not quite done yet. Needing to talk to Ver there to finish it off, but Ver avoiding the conversation prompt.
Oh yeah, so you have to talk to Ver Golden.
Yes, you have to talk to
You have to get into the dialogue.
Yeah, you can't just stand on her head. That's not a valid way to finish the race.
That's a way to greet someone in Genshin.
It is.
So Lily is at 17 points right now, and Neko is at 32.
Okay.
That's a pretty big difference.
A very decisive lead, yeah.
Yep. And we are well into this section as well, so...
Yeah, once we're through this, we'll be halfway through today's festivities.
And just as a reminder, so with the World Boss speedrun, Atsu and Fob were tied with 35 points each.
Yep.
So right now, I believe Atsu and Neko's team is ahead in general.
Yeah, for sure. But we'll see if they can make it up maybe in the next challenge here. It looks like Neko's got a really good strategy down for climbing the Wangshu-in here. And so it's going to have to Lily to maybe find a better route up the inn. There's also not a lot of time to kind of just explore. I mean, she's been kind of going after Sealies and world quests and things and exploring. But
Records of Jiyun. That's a good book. That's a good lore book. Oh, didn't pick it up. Still there.
Yep.
Have to get ready for the race.
And we're getting our new plays here settled in.
Another Venti cosplayer.
Another Venti cosplayer, yeah.
I love these cosplays.
Yes, they're very fun to watch. Gives us a lot of fun here down at the casting booth here to watch these players go in and out here.
If you are at Gamescom today or tomorrow, please stop by. Please stop by. Just get in line. You can play yourself. Oh,
and
here they go.
Off.
Oh.
Oh no!
Neko fell. Oh, that's the first time
That
that's
is the
happened
first
for
time,
Neko.
but that's. Oh no!
Wait,
We have
Lily
fell as well.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh no, they're walking. They're walking.
Kaveh, this is not the time to be taking a stroll.
I mean, look, it's nighttime. It's beautiful.
It is nighttime.
It's beautiful.
It can be
Admiring
very
the
disorientating.
Well, you know, the person on the mouse is going to be controlling the view, right? So.
Okay, looks like Lily has recovered there. It was almost looking good for her, but she also fell down, so she had to catch up still.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Not another fall! Oh my god! Wait, this isn't
Okay.
even steeper fall. He's stuck there. Gotta climb.
It's okay. As long as he gets around, still get those 2 points at the end there. The important thing is to make it up.
Neko's team is starting the dialogue for another 5 points, putting her at 37 points. Venti let the win lead.
I mean, Venti definitely in his element, climbing up the
Literally.
EMP, I'm sure. Yeah.
Masas animal.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, they could definitely make it in 30 seconds, right?
They can definitely make it. This is the easy part of the climb. I think there aren't any more gaps after this. Those are the ones you have to really watch out for.
Yeah, something to note is that
One
no
more.
one's taking any other routes around here.
Yeah, there are shortcuts to be found around once you in, if you want to know to look for it. But I think at this point, it's enough of a challenge. Oh, it's getting
Wait,
close.
9 seconds, 8 seconds. They made it. Oh, they're cutting quarters.
What?
Okay.
What if they mess up? Oh,
no!
Oh.
2 seconds up.
2 seconds to spare. You do need to talk to Ver for it to count. That would have mattered.
Okay. Lily's team had 19 points for this challenge. 2 seconds left on the timer.
I mean, still very respectable. Getting, as long as you're finishing the race, you're still getting some points at least to keep up.
Oh, we should count the race getting back down. Ooh, Geoseals.
I like Lily's dedication here to making sure to pick everything up. That's
That should
what
be
I would
extra
do.
points. That should be extra points.
If we did that, we'll never see the end of this race. All the players will just go off chasing all of the extra stuff and never come back to the inn.
It's the secret points. Okay, we are waiting for new players to cycle in.
Yeah.
Who is next? I wonder. I really want to try myself.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it'd be fun.
Okay. We'll probably have a few more rounds of this left before we move on into our next event here. But yeah, the Atsu's team definitely taking a pretty big head lead in the point score.
Oh, okay, not quite a cosplayer, but we have someone wearing a Paimon hat. By the way, if you are at Gamescom, this is a hat that you can pick up yourself.
At the booth, yep. They've been giving them out. We had slime hats on yesterday ourselves. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Oh, I guess we have a guest speaker, Atsu. Come in here.
Hello. Hello, wie geht's? Hello, Gamescom. Which one is this one?
That should be Neko stream.
Okay. My wife is in the lead, guys. My wife is winning. Neko B and Co are popping off right now. Oh, wait, they're not winning. They're behind Lily's team right now. Lily is slightly ahead here, taking that right turn slightly quicker than Neko B. Oh, no, they minimized the game by mistake. And now Neko B is able to catch up. But no, Lily's team is still slightly ahead of the Neko B team right now. It's neck and neck. They're about to go gliding. Lily's team on the right-hand side here, slightly faster over the jump, and they're about to get to their gold at first, are they? It's so neck and neck.
They're out of stamina. Oh,
and they've gone and done it. Congratulations to Lily's team.
Thank you, guest commentator there, Atsu, filling in for Leah.
He's a professional.
Yeah, he's done this before.
Good job, Atsu.
Yeah. And that was cool. Lily's team able to come back from that one, getting a victory.
Despite the sticky keys.
Despite the sticky keys. That's a real hazard.
Okay, so I guess Atsu casting boosted Lily's team's morale, giving her 5 points, putting her at 24 points total right now. Neko's at 39 points. That was really neck and neck. That was kind of fun to watch.
It was.
And here's the scoreboard.
Yeah, looks like that's the end of that 2 to the top event there as we see the scoreboard. Nekopi getting a lot of points there from that, more than the previous event.
Okay.
That was something.
That was something. We got invaded.
We did get invaded. That was very unexpected. Fun. Yeah. Atsu's, you know, cheering from the back lines there, and then cheering in person here on stream.
Very fun. Very fun.
You never know what to expect down here at Gamescom. Anything can happen. Yeah. And yeah, I guess we might be taking a short break here soon as we set up for the next event.
Yeah, so we're going to be going into the Stonehide Lawachurl Arena event. We'll probably talk about that after the short intermission. So stay tuned for more. And if you are here in Cologne, Germany at Gamescom, please come by the Genshin booth and play with us. Maybe?
Maybe.
Bye.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am Linny's magic assistant, and if you have work-related inquiries, please ask Lenny. If you have questions related to seeing a magic show, please ask the ticket office. Seems Lenny is saying some strange things again. It's really worrying. I can see the conditions for victory now.
Over here!
After the sun goes down, the desires hidden in people's hearts will rise to the surface.
Let the magic begin!
Let me take the heat.
Why don't you let me take the stage? Yes, take me with
you. Evening shows are spectacular. Should I reserve a ticket for you?
Magic is an art of performance. But before the performance begins, a little preparation is needed. Welcome to Lenny and Lynette's magic show. Which is real, and which is an illusion. Take a guess, because our next trick is about to begin. Let's get this show on the road. Right up. This has been Lenny and Lynette's magic show. Thanks for watching.
It's just a rehearsal, you know? Aren't you overdoing it?
It's the only way to iron out the wrinkles. Well, Fermine, what do you think?
I think it was excellent. If I had to make a suggestion, how about giving Pear a part in the show?
People yearn to transcend the mundane world. That which is mysterious captivates us all. So, did you have a good look?
Yep. The hat's definitely empty. Whoa! Amazing! How did you do that?
In the space of a short performance, a magician must shatter the barrier between reality and fantasy. giving the audience a glimpse of the extraordinary.
Oi, this isn't what I ordered. I clearly asked for a cider.
Hey, you asked for a glass of our finest wine. Maybe you've had enough.
Oh, yeah, right. You think I don't know what I ordered?
There. How about you take another look at your drink?
Yeah, that's the stuff. The sweet smell of apples. What the? I swear I was just holding it.
In the eyes of most people, magic tricks are like miracles. But as magicians, we prefer to think that great miracles are like magic tricks.
Welcome back. Atsu no longer invaded the caster's booth.
No, he's too busy playing, setting up for the next game, so he won't be able to do that again.
So we are going to be going into our third segment here, but first we'll probably take another look at the scoreboard really quickly.
Yeah. There were some matches that happened in between the intermission there. So Nekopi, even taking her lead even further.
They were playing while the video was on break. So, and Neko is at 44 points, while Atsu and Fob are tied at 35 points, and Lily is at 26 points. And so for those of you who don't know, Neko and Atsu are on the same team.
Same team, yep.
And Fob and Lily are both on the same team as well. So
yeah, so Fob going to need to come back a little bit in this one. We have another head-to-head challenge here in the next event, and they can definitely go up against, pit against each other, and definitely climb back in the point lead, hopefully.
I've been really looking forward to this next event,
yes.
and we will see the rules on the screen very soon. But basically, players are trying to survive as long as they can in the ring. They have 3 minutes to do this. Basically, they're using Geo Traveler to avoid the Stonehide Lawachurl's attacks and not get knocked out, because, you know, Stonehide Lawachurl can throw you out.
Yes.
So if you are thrown outside of the ring, you're defeated.
Yeah, and I think some of you might recognize the arena they're playing in. You know, this is a location in Liyue, kind of in the north there. I go there quite a lot, actually, for some of my commissions, but there is that Lawachurl who sits there, and occasionally it'll fight me and knock me out into the ocean there. So we'll have to see how our contestants do in the ring directly with the Lawachurl. They can't attack it directly.
You have your commissions on random?
No, I have it on Liyue to set to just for some of the story ones. I still haven't gotten a few of those achievements. So I've been in Liyue for quite a while, let's say.
That makes sense. Mine were on Sumeru, now they're on Fontaine.
Gotta switch them around. I like the Liyue comps quite a lot, but yeah, the Lawachurl there is a very formidable opponent, but again, they're not allowed to attack it directly. That's a disqualification if they do, but they have to use all of the structures for Geo Traveler to keep themselves inside the ring at all times.
Yeah, and just a reminder, so the point isn't, as you say, you can't attack Lawachurl, so you're not trying to defeat Lawachurl, you're just trying to survive inside the ring. If you get knocked out, you get disqualified. So they have 3 minutes to do that.
Yeah, and it's really fun seeing the Geo Traveler. I used to play Geo Traveler a lot in the very early days of Genshin. Haven't had a chance to much recently, but I do love me some barrels. Those Geo barrels are very fun to put up, and we'll see how well our players can maneuver those barrels to their advantage.
Yeah, everyone has to use Geo Traveler. No Layla, no Lenny.
Nope. Yep, everyone of course in the same world here, at the same area here, so we're just getting set up for it, and we're back with Atsu and Fob on the in control here. This time fully in control of each character. There's no more shared controls, so they're back to being familiar with how they play the game.
So just a reminder about the points here. So the winning team receives 5 points, the losing team receives only 2 points. If a player's character dies, the other team wins 5 points. And then if no one wins at the end of the time, it is 0 points. So I'm going to be trying to keep track of the time again. We'll see how that goes.
We'll see. I mean, based on how they did on the Geo Wolf Lord, it could be pretty tricky. I'm going to predict in the early rounds, we're going to see a lot of knockouts while people are still getting familiar and used to the Geo Traveler skills, because it's probably been a while since any of these players have played with Geo Traveler.
Also, so we just had Nico and Lily on the computers now. Fob and Atsu are back, so you can see them in the cameras here. I wonder if their teammates will be behind them offering moral support like Atsu was.
Maybe, maybe. Well, they're probably taking a well-deserved break from racing to the end very hard. Like, ooh, we have a Whopper Flower making an appearance there. A little bit rude.
Side quest. Side quest.
Yeah, as we're still getting a little bit set up here. You know, it's a very unusual way to play Genshin, so it can take a little bit more setup to get our characters and everyone in the right positions here.
Uh-oh. Wait, Lenny's not in the right world. It's Yelan and Kaching.
Yeah, it looks like we got to get the co-op mode set up here properly for all of our players here, as they do need to all share a wall with the Lawachurl. It is head-to-head. And there is that chest there to be claimed. Of course,
you can't defeat the Lawachurl for the chest. It's going to be taunting them the entire time.
The entire time, yeah. And you might better make out back at home, there's a slight ring of ruins around the Lawachurl. That is the ring they do need to stay in. So you do need to make sure that you don't go outside of the boundaries.
We see the Geo Traveler skipping around. Oh, here.
Just a brief recap of the rules here. Yeah, you can see that ring outlined there very faintly in the ground. So it'll be a little bit, hopefully our players can kind of make out where that ring and that boundary is based on the ruins and kind of the ground structure. It's really faint in the picture, but I think it's clearer in game.
Yeah, so you see the picture there, right? But in game, you're not going to have that ring. They're not going to be editing it in or anything. Yeah. But there is like a faint outline in the actual ground. So
we need to be looking out for that for sure.
And we do have referees behind the scenes who are going to be keeping track of everything.
Okay. So yeah, just setting up a few more minutes here, making sure that the playing field is even. Liddy, what are you doing there? You should be, there you go.
So how's your day?
It has been so much fun here at Gamescom. You know, we've been having a lot of fun here in the caster seat, watching the players and the cosplayers come back and forth through all of the Hoyoverse booth. Got some merch myself. You know, the merch line is very long, but I did manage to get in there. Got myself some Paimon.
I got Star Rail merch. I got Danhong and Yuan's light cones. I had to.
Yeah.
They're so beautiful.
They're
and they
really
give you this like really big Hoyoverse merch bag.
They do.
Like just for the little 2 tiny items that I got. They're in the huge merch bag. They're totally free. It was awesome.
Yeah, I really like what they do with the light cones here. You can buy little badges, you know, like they do in game, and just kind of wear one like you would a light cone maybe in the actual Honkai universe. So
I think I might put it on a bag or something.
Yeah,
it could be nice.
Definitely should. If only they actually gave you stats though for life. You know, they helped you out a little bit.
And for those of you who are just tuning in recently on the Astro Carnival Twitch or YouTube, we are here live at Gamescom in Cologne, Germany. I'm Leah, and this is.
I'm Blep. You know, we're very used to casting TCG here. This is not our first time in the seat, but the energy at Gamescom is so different, and the types of games we're seeing right now are so different from what we're used to. Probably what you guys are used to back at home seeing as well, because again, these are very normal ways to play Genshin at all.
We're definitely more used to casting for TCG, but this has been fun in its own way.
It's very different.
I really like the challenges. This next one coming up is going to be a ton of fun to watch, I think, because it's Stonehide Lawachurl versus the world. And we're just waiting for them to set up here real quick, which is why it's taking some time. So
yeah,
just hanging out.
It's definitely, I've never tried this myself, but I think this is a really fun one to try with your friends. You know, you can just get into a co-op world and try this at home. Or everyone has Geo Traveler. You know, it's all Ether here today, but hopefully for those of you back at home, you'll have some Lumines there mixed in there.
Where's Lumine?
No, not going to make an appearance here today, unfortunately. It's Ether all the way.
For Geo Traveler.
Yeah.
So we should be going back to the player screens any second now. And here we go. Oh, they're all jumping around. They're all in the same world this time.
You got to limber up a little bit, you know. You got to stretch those leg muscles, get ready for jumping in the arena.
So just a reminder to those of you watching, the column on the left with Atsu and the camera below, they're on one team.
They are one
and
team.
Then on the right is Fob, and below him is another guest coming in. So they're against each other, but they're all trying to survive in the ring individually.
Yeah, they basically have 2 lives. Oh, and here we go. They're going into the ring.
Oh, you can see the ring.
You can see the ring. Is the Lawachurl just going to sit there? I think someone needs to poke the Lawachurl. There we go. There we go. All right.
What if they didn't? What if they
did it? Oh.
Just run around for 3 minutes.
Here we go.
Okay, they cannot attack it, by the way.
Fob already getting hit. Want to see if they start using the Geo Traveler's skill now to actually block their opponents. Not quite doing it yet.
So the ring is pretty big. There's like an inner ring, and then there's like a ring around it, and it's the ring around it that is the one that they can't get knocked out of. And I mean, Geo Lawachurl can send you pretty far.
Look at this Lawachurl going after Fob. You know, oh my God, 5. You can't. Is that gonna work? No.
No.
I think Fob needs to maybe use the aggro to run into some of his opponents. Sabotage.
You can't sabotage your teammate.
True. You have
that would be hard.
How do you tell which one's a teammate? They're all ethers.
They have. Wait, do they have different names?
No, they do, but wait, is that allowed? Is that tree's still in the bounds, isn't it? What's it gonna do? What's it gonna? Oh no!
Wait.
That's out. That's out. And dead.
Not only out, but dead.
Very good try by Fob, but not quite working out for him. But that's okay. He still has a teammate left in the ring. Oh my God.
I'm sorry, that's so funny.
Yeah. I think.
All right, so it's 2v1 now.
It is 2v1. You really got to get the Lawachurl kind of hitting your opponents for collateral damage. Oh, Atsu's teammate also goes down, so now it's 1-on-1.
Also, worth noting, so if a player's character dies, the other team gets 5 points. So both sides have 5 points right now.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, having more players alive is beneficial here. The clock is running out. We have 1:50 left on the stream with Atsu and one of our guests here on Fob's team still in the room now. That Lawachurl is really having the time of his life.
Look at Atsu sitting behind the Lawachurl.
That's pretty smart.
Sneaky.
Yeah, I think you really have to start running at your opponent here just to get them in the collateral of the Lawachurl's attacks.
You have to survive a whole 3 minutes. Uh-oh.
That's it. Okay.
Oh, okay, Atsu wins.
Well, no, it's not over yet. He still needs to survive for the remainder of the countdown.
Oh, yeah. It's not the last one alive?
No,
they have to survive
they have to survive the full 3 minutes. The countdown looks a little bit frozen there, so I'm not sure how much time is actually left.
He's walking. Oh, did you see that dodge?
He did. I did. He's showing off.
He is
actually showing off right now.
Look at him walking. Look at him walking around. Oh, you can see. Oh, he got knocked.
Oh.
He got knocked.
Wow. And that's going to be it. He is the
winner. Okay.
Okay.
Doesn't need to be the full 3 minutes. He did win. Okay, so 10 points. 10 points to us.
I believe so.
And then I think it's only 2 points. No, it's 7 points. No,
yep.
Yep. 10 points, 7 points.
Yep. This is definitely where, I think the players are going to start developing strategies as it goes on. No one was using the barrels just yet. I'm really hoping that they figure out the barrels are a great way to mess up your opponents and kind of block not only the Lawachurl attacks, but each other, right?
I mean, yeah, Geo Traveler's abilities, you mean, when you say barrels, right?
Sorry, yes. I remember them as barrels.
I thought there was like explosive barrels for a second. I was like, I don't remember those.
No.
But yeah, you could like set down the Traveler's skill and like block the Lawachurl from attacking you.
Yeah. We definitely want to see more of that. And if you can...
Hey, I see food.
Well, you got to revive the characters somehow. If you keep using the statue, eventually it's going to run out of energy and you'll be able to revive any of your characters anymore. So they do have to conserve that one.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, food isn't against the rules in this one, technically. They are allowed to use food.
That chest is taunting me.
That really is, yeah. But no one can collect it. If we collect it, we'll have to wait a full day before the Lawachurl responds.
I think the Kokomi pick is big brain here. Kokomi,
well, also illegal.
Well, they haven't started yet. They're on the ring. It's fine. They have to be Geo Traveler in the ring. It's fine. They're just preparing. And we have some new players that will be coming in as well. So for those of you who are in Cologne, Germany at Gamescom today or tomorrow, please stop by the Genshin booth and come play with us.
Yeah, we'll play with the creators here. We're sitting here nice and comfy casting.
Yeah, we're just watching. We can see everything right in front of us.
Yeah, definitely a lot to see here, not only at the Genshin booth, but all of the other Homeverse booths as well. And so much, again, I know we keep talking about the cosplay here, but there are just so many cosplays out here to see. So a lot of variety as well in the number of characters.
So, if a party completely gets wiped, they lose.
Oh, okay. So you
and
have
then
to have
it's immediate win.
Okay.
Immediate win for the
got it.
For the other team.
Okay, so very important to keep you and your teammate alive there as long as possible.
just another reminder about the point count. The winning team gets 5 points, the losing team gets 2 points, just naturally. And then if a player's character dies, the other team wins another 5 points.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you stay alive, if the both of you stay alive, you can walk home with a lot of points for that round.
Yeah, I mean, not quite happening there, but I think we'll definitely see the creators, probably Atsu and Fob, are going to start developing a pretty good strategies for avoiding the Lawachurl attacks.
What happens if all 4 stay alive for the 3 minutes?
That's a good point. I guess they would both get points, right? That would only be fair. They did the hard work. They
But who
get the
wins?
points.
Do they tie? Do they both win?
It's a tie. They both win. Oh, and we see the go count there.
Here we go. 3 minutes on the clock. Cannot attack the Lawachurl directly. Cannot open that chest.
Yeah, no one's still... someone's taking a bunch of damage. That really hurts. That Lawachurl attack really hurts a lot. Wow. It's kind of amazing.
I feel like it's important to maintain your stamina here, especially when you're under like aggro from the Lawachurl.
Yep.
Because you have to be able to dodge those attacks. They come really fast and hard.
Really fast, yeah. And you can definitely mess up your opponents by running into them when the Lawachurl does have aggro on you. You know, it's... I don't know the last time if anyone back at home has played co-op, but it's actually really easy to dodge attacks when you're the only one being targeted. But if someone else is being targeted and you're not anticipating the attack correctly, it's actually a lot harder to
Oh my god, Atsu getting knocked out right at the edge of that attack there.
Yeah.
So that is 5 points.
And
to
Fob goes
Fob's
down
team.
as well.
Oh, Fob goes down as well. That's 5 points to Atsu's team.
Only our guests remain now.
Let's go guest versus guest. Guest 1, guest 2.
Let's see.
Ether versus Ether.
It looks like someone's been hitting the Lawachurl. His shields are a little bit lower than I would have expected. Maybe accidentally.
They're doing great.
They are doing great. Oh, okay. One of the travelers avoiding that attack there. Almost close to being hit. What do we got? Okay. It looks like the Lawachurl is on Atsu's teammate.
Okay. So, one misconception. It is a maximum of 5 points per round, not 10.
I see. Okay. So just the winning team matters.
Yes, just the winning team matters.
Okay.
And if it's a tie, both teams get 5 points.
Only fair. Oh, the Lawachurl's powering back up. It did lose its Geo Shield after some time. They have a minute left on the clock right now. Both are doing pretty well, but sticking nearby each other, which is a really good strategy for whoever has the aggro here. It's an easy way to mess up your opponents.
I mean, so guess 2 on Fob's team is at full HP right now.
They are, but you saw how quickly... Oh!
Oh, no!
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I spoke too soon. I was going to say, you saw how quickly Atsu and Fob both went down. The Lawachurl, if you get hit by one attack, it could be over in that moment. Like, that's all it takes.
All right. I guess 2 takes home a win for Fob's team.
Yeah, it's 1-1 now.
It is 1-1. So they're both at 7 points, I believe.
They are both at 7 points. As we set up for the next one.
Kokomi here.
Oh, I see. They're using Kokomi to heal up both teams.
That is the play. That is the play. I
Really
think it's better than... I mean, you can only eat so much food at once.
Yeah. And the statue will eventually run out, so this is a good way to fill it out.
2 Kokomis.
2 Kokomis. Well, double the healing.
Maybe there should be 4 Kokomis in the ring.
That could get really messy real fast. Kokomi might be able to survive a couple of hits from the Lawachurl. But looks like we're almost set up for the next round as we invite our guests in shortly between setups.
And again, if you are here at Gamescom today or tomorrow, please stop by the Genshin booth.
Yeah.
Come play with our creators. You have a chance at winning some prizes, I believe.
Yes, everyone in the line has a chance to win prizes, and we'll be back here the same time starting tomorrow as well, with the addition of a stage show at 12 o'clock, so don't miss all the action. You know, this is kind of I would say this is a lot of training as well for our creators here. They'll be going head-to-head tomorrow against each other, not with any guests at our 12 o'clock show, so make sure to tune in for that to see more action.
Oh yeah, the 12 o'clock show on the stage is like actually going to be broadcasted on the stage behind us.
Yeah, it'll be very loud. Oh, it looks
very
like we're
loud, very fun.
Setting it.
Here we go. Round 3 is started.
And Fob here, I think, is going to take aggro from the Lawachurl. I would really love to see someone use the
Oh no, immediately taking a hit, Fob.
Those slams are really hard to dodge because you're not always expecting the final explosion there to come out.
That's why you have to keep your stamina up, right? Like, you have to be able to dash. You kind of have to keep your dash up too, because there's like a cooldown-ish for it.
There is.
You can double dash, that's it.
Oh, is the Lawachurl stuck behind a tree?
Atsu again getting knocked out.
That damage is really, really powerful there. The Lawachurl almost stuck behind a tree, but managed to dislodge himself, and is now... It looks like Fob is getting a good strategy, understanding, kind of starting to predict the Lawachurl's attacks here, staying just behind him.
Yeah, Lawachurl is a really good card in Genius Invocation.
Ooh, Fob taking a pretty big hit. One more hit is going to do it.
Is Fob going to fall again? Is it going to be Guess versus Guess again?
It might be. It really depends on who takes the aggro from that Lawachurl early on. I do wonder if the elemental skill is actually allowed. I would love to see that one of them start using that to block our opponents. That'd be pretty fun to see.
I do like seeing, you know, Fob is doing a great job of running around, keeping stamina up while still sprinting around.
Yeah, stamina management can be pretty important here. The Lawachurl is very aggressive while it has its shield up. It does eventually run out though, so the player's going to have a bit of a breathing room here as its shields go down.
Just a reminder about some rules. So the players cannot attack the Lawachurl directly. Oh my gosh, wait. Atsu's team completely getting wiped.
Atsu's team wiped. That makes Fob's team the winner. He is closing his gap for his team quite well. That's
all right.
two games to 1.
Yeah, Fob is at 12 points. Meanwhile, Atsu is at 9.
Yeah, well, Atsu shouldn't have gotten team points there because neither of his...
Oh, wait. Huh? The losing team gets 2 points.
Oh, that's true. The losing team. Okay, so it doesn't matter if both of your teammates get knocked down. All right. As we reset for the next one, Kaveh's going to be healing everyone back up to full. This is pretty fun.
It's pretty fun.
I definitely encourage players to give this one. Oh, get that Geocrystal Flight. Yeah.
The side exploration.
You definitely have to do it.
Oh, the berries. Oh, no, wait.
Uh-oh, someone triggered the Lawachurl a little bit early.
Is Lawachurl even in the ring right now? Are they luring Lawachurl away from the ring?
I think Lawachurl took a bit of a holiday. It looks like it's going to reset back pretty much. He's really upset.
We have a new ring.
You know, I'd be pretty upset if 4 random people came into my house and started, you know, running around me in circles. I think we have to...
So you just go to the lake and stare out the water and think about life.
Yeah, just chase them out.
It's hard being a Hilichurl.
It is hard being a Hilichurl.
They've gone through a lot.
They have gone through a lot. But it's okay. I'm sure we're giving the Lawachurl good exercise here.
We see players teleporting away to reset it. Oh, look, he just spawned in on Atsu's screen at the top left there.
Yeah, definitely a bit tricky to set up some of these modes that aren't, you know, normally how you would play Genshin.
Oh my gosh, wait, the guest teleported. And immediately got attacked.
Yep, it looks like everyone has to teleport away from the scene in order to reset the Lawachurl here.
I mean, Atsu just ran. I don't know if it's still missing. I thought I saw it on that.
I did see it briefly, but I don't see it. It's not guarding his chest anymore. He's kind of left that exposed.
Well,
where did it go? Oh no, there it is. There it is.
Yeah, it's reset. Okay. It's reset. Finally reset.
Okay.
Okay, but Atsu is still at half HP.
Yeah, gotta count
Atsu,
everyone healed
the
up.
jellyfish. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Looks like we're ready and set up for the next round. 2-1 right now in favor of Fob's team.
This is round 4.
Round 4.
Winner gets 5 points. Loser gets 2 points.
Yeah. It's been... I really do wonder if anyone's going to start using elemental skill, because I think that's going to be a really good way to mess up your opponents if you can land that correctly, you know.
Okay.
Block them when they're running away from a crucial part of the arena.
Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Oh, one of them went in the ring already. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, go.
And in they go into the arena. I'm not sure you can hear that in the background, but we do have someone counting down. All right, one person does have to aggro the Lawachurl to begin.
Can't attack it after that.
Nope. Oh, that's it. Oh, looks like they dodged that jump slam. That one comes at you really quickly. It's not quite as sneaky as the... oh, someone took damage. One of our guests here taking a lot of damage, but still alive. Actually, a lot of our players taking a lot of damage.
The ring is pretty big. I feel like people are more likely to die to the Lawachurl than to get knocked out of the ring.
Definitely. The Lawachurl hits hard. If you're in the middle of any slam attack, it's pretty much lights out. Oh, someone else getting hit again. Oh no.
Gosh. Guess one falls.
Oh, but Atsu. Oh no. Fob's team really cutting the lead back, winning another round here for himself.
All right.
Very decisive too. I think Atsu is going to need to find maybe a different strategy here.
Something's got to change. Something's got to change.
Yeah.
Fob is taking the lead, actually closing the point gap because Atsu's team, Atsu and Neko were ahead before in the previous segments.
Yeah, I mean, Fob really is needing this to kind of close the gap here. And, you know, the competition doesn't stop today. It's going to continue tomorrow here. So the point totals at the end of today are going to not the only thing that matters. But we do also have one more challenge left after this one as we head into the 5th round of the Lawachurl Arena. Just resetting everything here for the players.
Yeah, and we have to wait for some new players to come in.
Yeah. And while they're waiting to set up, you know, if you have any thoughts about what you're seeing today at the Astro Carnival here at the Gather the Stars event, please feel free to share feedback with us. We'd love to hear it. You know, anything to make some of these games more fun. Maybe have some new ideas for the next one and different ways to play Genshin.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like they're pretty creative, though.
They are, yeah.
Like, especially the one where you're climbing to the top of Langshin as Kazaha. Like, one person is on the keyboard, one person's on the mouse. I really want to try that one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Lawachurl Arena also is a lot of fun. I just would love to see them to start using the traveler skill a little bit.
Looks like we're back to the player screens again, and we are starting round 5.
I like how Fob there runs directly for the Lawachurl just to get him started. Looks like not always the one that takes the aggro, though, thankfully.
Okay, well, hopefully Atsu's team will secure a win this time, even the point gap.
Yeah, they are behind. I think that slam attack has really been the one that's been surprising that. Oh, no. That dive, okay.
Oh! See, the ring is pretty big, actually.
It is very large, yeah.
There's 2 rings. So it's kind of deceiving when you're watching the players' POVs, because it looks like they get knocked out of the ring, but then there's a bigger ring behind it.
It's the other way. Ooh, Fob taking a really big hit from the slam attack. Oh, right. Managed to dodge out of that one right in time. But one of the guests went down here.
Yeah, Atsu's guest went down. Atsu is still in. Oh, Fob went down.
Okay, it's 1-1.
Atsu versus guest 2.
Okay, Atsu's getting pretty clever about this. Staying just behind the Lawachurl is actually a very safe spot. As long as the aggro is on the other player, you're mostly protected behind the Lawachurl.
I've noticed that no players have been using the Geo Traveler skill to kind of mitigate the Geo Lawachurl running at you.
Yeah,
you
maybe
can use this like a barrier, like an obstacle, right?
You can. You can use a barrier. It'll block the attacks. It can even block the jump attack, I think. You can also use it to block your opponents. Maybe climb on top of it.
Sabotage the other person.
Could be a lot of fun to see.
You have to be careful not to sabotage your team, but in a 1v1 like this, would be pretty easy.
Oh!
Looks like Atsu finally gets a win here. You see him cheering on the camera. Congratulations, Atsu's team.
Yeah, those spikes from the ground are very sneaky. You know, it's really easy to avoid that initial slam from the Lawachurl, but you're not always expecting the follow-up attack to hit you like that. It can deal a lot of damage.
And Atsu is at 16 points now, while Fob is at 19. We'll have to check these point tallies at the end because I might be miscounting a little bit. But
yeah, it's a lot to keep track of. And we see the players here resetting once again, healing everyone back up to full.
I feel like Kokomi is the VIP. MVP.
Also
VIP.
The VIP. Also the VIP. Yeah. She's visiting Liu here just to take part in this kind of sports festival between travelers.
Would you say, is that Atsu? Atsu's name, King Atsu?
It might be, yeah. Oh, did one of them switch to a Nemo Traveler? They might have.
Uh-oh. Wait, that's not allowed. Wait, they're all on Animo.
Oh. I guess that explains why we haven't been seeing any Geo Traveler skills.
Was that like that before?
We'll have to see. We'll have to confer with some of our rules managers here. But either way, you know, it's been plenty of fun as is. We have new players coming in, getting ready to set up here for another round. A ZZZ cosplayer here as well. Can he see that mask? Can they see?
Yeah, look.
All right. That could be a bit of a disadvantage if they don't have as good a field of view when
And Ayato's here.
Ayato is here.
Ayato, love this cosplay. Love both these cosplays.
Very good. Our first Ayato, I think, on camera today.
For those of you tuning in at home or you're just watching the broadcast, even if you're here in Germany, tell us which cosplay you like.
Definitely interested to hear that. So I love the variety of different cosplays, but we're about to get into another round here. As we see the Lawachurl stalking the arena once again. Picking out his Oh,
immediately taking damage.
yeah. We haven't seen it do that quick slam attack very often, but catching Atsu a little bit off guard.
I mean, this is hard.
It is very hard. The leap attack is probably the easiest one to avoid. It's very telegraphed, but some of these attacks are very quick.
Oh my god, Atsu is already out again.
Wow. It like clipped him. Just like clipped him on the edge.
I mean, he was walking dangerously close to that Lawachurl.
He was. Well, that has been his strategy to try and stay behind the Lawachurl, but I guess he got a little bit too close at that last moment.
Fob is also down to half health on the Traveler right now.
Yeah. And you do have to keep yourself healthy, I think. Like, it does matter how much damage you take incidentally, because at some point you might get clipped by one of those rock attacks.
Ooh. And as you say that.
Yes.
As you say
that. That hitbox is really deceiving. It's actually a lot wider than you might think. Oh, and that's it.
Fob's team already taking a win with
again.
Only 1 minute and 10 seconds down.
Yeah, yeah. You know, Atsu's side definitely needs to start finding better ways to survive against the Lawachurl here. They need to practice dodging a little bit more, maybe, as we reset for the next round.
Well, I mean, Atsu's got to survive longer.
Yeah.
You can do it, Atsu. We believe in you. Atsu, our amazing caster.
Yes, yes. Our brief cameo there, if you missed it earlier, came in to cheer on his team in the previous racing event here.
I hope someone clipped that.
I'm sure they did. Would be fun to see.
We're just waiting. Wait. What is going on?
I think that Lawachurl's getting a little bit aggressive again. Again, yeah, getting out of his home territory.
You got to teleport away.
They do have to teleport away. That's probably the cleanest way to reset, but I don't know how far the Lawachurl's willing to follow you, but it looks like he's going back to his home.
I don't think baiting it out of the ring counts.
No, no. Well, then the Lawachurl's disqualified for going outside the ring, yeah.
Wait, what happens if the Lawachurl's disqualified?
You hire a new Lawachurl, I guess. There's probably quite a few. Fly one in from someone else outside of Liyue.
What would happen if both teams get knocked out at the same exact
same time?
Yeah.
That'd be a tie.
Does the Lawachurl win?
I think the Lawachurl is a winner every time, in my books. He's doing a lot of hard work here, entertaining us here and back at home as well. Getting in a lot of steps.
Oh my god! Atsu didn't reach the Kokomi jellyfish before it disappeared.
You do want to get healed back up to full. I think that Lawachurl is still on Atsu. I can see that red arrow there. Okay. I think it's finally calmed down. This is a unforeseen challenge here, as our players have to not only avoid the Lawachurl inside the arena, but outside now as well.
Look at them just swirling there. And it looks like the Travelers are on Enemo, which
they are
were they on Enemo the entire time?
I guess so. I guess that explains why we haven't seen any Geo Traveler skills go down. I suppose that's just not going to be part of the event here, unfortunately. It would have been really fun to see, but it looks like already this is challenging enough. Maybe adding an extra degree of difficulty isn't going to be needed.
Definitely true. Yeah. I mean, you can't attack the Lawachurl anyway, so...
Yeah, it's true.
Kind of trying to survive for those 3 minutes.
Which is already seeming to be quite a challenge, you know.
It looks like the players are getting in here very quickly, and we will get started yet again.
And I was saying it's pretty easy to avoid attacks when it's just you and you know exactly where the attacks are coming from. But in a co-op situation, you know, if someone else is taking the attacks, it's very easy to get hit by something that you're not expecting on the side. And that's really what's happening a lot, I think. To these plays here. They're not used to having to fight with someone else taking aggro.
Honestly, that chest is haunting me. I know I mentioned this earlier.
Yeah.
I know I mentioned this earlier, but I want to see that chest get opened before they switch to the next segment.
Well, the Lawachurl's not done. He has to work again tomorrow, so I think we'll have to keep that chest there. Sorry, Leo.
Wait, you're right.
Just in case. Oh, it looks like we're diving into the next part of the event. Fob there giving a casual slice of the Lawachurl just to get aggro. I think that's okay.
I don't know, you gotta be careful. If you attack it again, you're disqualified.
That's true.
That's a banned action.
All right, I can't see who I think the Lawachurl's on Fob. It's really hard to tell. The players are sticking close together, which is honestly a good strategy for whoever is getting targeted by the Lawachurl. Oh, someone trying to climb a tree. Oh, Dodging that slam attack very well.
I really want to see a match where everyone survives the full 3 minutes.
Yeah, that would be something. It's definitely difficult to do.
I mean, no one's taking damage yet.
No one's taking damage yet. This has definitely been the cleanest round so far. Oh, might be someone, no. Avoiding the slam attack very well.
Look at Atsu getting close to the Lawachurl, just hanging behind it.
Someone got knocked out of the ring.
Wait.
Our guest from, I think on our bottom right, did get knocked out of the ring. They did go back in. Hopefully our referees caught that.
Yeah, we'll see if a referee calls it.
And we'll see who. Everyone doing pretty well in this round. I think they've really started to get the hang of staying in the ring here with the Lawachurl.
Oh, just barely dodging that. Just barely. Oh! And the guest that got knocked out of the ring also just died.
Just went down.
So,
okay.
Unfortunate.
Oh, no!
Oh, and there goes Fob.
Taken out by a single
taking
attack.
another victory. Catching up. Catching up.
And you saw that. That was just, I think that was just a single hit from the Lawachurl. Was able to just take out Fob immediately. So those attacks hit really hard.
And then if my point tallies are correct, Atsu should be at 23 points, while Fob should be at 26 points. I
could be wrong. Oh, we're getting the point totals here. We have Fob's team at 61.
So that's 35 plus.
Yeah. So that's counting, yeah, they were equal from the previous one, so Fob has a slight lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. As we set up again for the next one, we're about halfway through this event here. You know, I think Atsu still has a good, I mean, Fob's team's still a little bit behind based on the racing event, so he has a little bit more time to catch up in a couple more rounds of this, hopefully.
We have the referees here. You can see them at the bottom left and right. Show some appreciation in the chat if you're watching on the stream for our referees. They are
hard at work.
They're very hard at work.
Trying to reset this Lawachurl here, who won't quite give up chasing our players.
You gotta teleport away.
You do have to teleport away.
Gotta teleport away. And then soon we'll get 2 more players coming in. Just a reminder for those of you who are tuning in recently, you too, if you are in Cologne, Germany at Gamescom, if you come by the Genshin booth, you can queue up and play for a chance at winning a prize. And you know, you get to meet some amazing creators here today, so.
Yeah, and we'll be back here again tomorrow at the same time, once again, casting some similar but some different games as well, so definitely tune in for that, as the action does not stop today at Gamescom. We're in day 4, but there is still 1 day left of Gamescom, and should be a blast.
Yeah, there will also be a stage show tomorrow, so
yeah,
if you are attending Gamescom, you don't want to play, you just want to watch, you can come by the Hoyoverse stage and watch. It'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, and you know, our creators will have to face, I believe the Stonehide Lawachurl Arena is also one of the challenges tomorrow on the stage show, so they're getting a bit of practice herein by themselves, getting all of the secret tactics in place for the big stage show.
Look at you spoiling tomorrow. Look at you.
It's important. It's important to know that, you know, that they're training right now. This is a training arc.
I love seeing the players jump up and down. I feel like it's like hidden communication co-op.
It is, it
you
is.
Just jump up and down when you're excited.
Uh-huh. Use your skill as well, you know, to let people know that you're ready.
Run around in circles.
Yep, and looks like the Lawachurl is sufficiently reset, so we're getting our players in position as we switch out our referees with the audience members.
And it looks like they're coming in now.
Yeah, getting the rules explained, you know, it is very important you understand what's going on here, especially not to attack the Lawachurl. It's a very easy mistake to potentially make. That can get yourself disqualified.
I think they're almost ready though.
Yeah.
I think they're almost ready.
They're almost ready as our final setup phase begins. And we have the countdown, and they are going in.
There we go.
All right, someone does have to poke the Lawachurl. Oh, there he goes. Wake him up from his sleep.
Oh.
I think they're starting to get pretty good at dodging the slam attack. That one isn't too bad.
You know, I think it's pretty cool that tree is inside the ring.
It is.
You can kind of play around that. You gotta play around your terrain.
Well, we did see Fob try and climb that tree earlier, and it didn't go so well for him. The Lawachurl tossed up a slime at him, and oh.
Oh my gosh, and guess who is already getting knocked out? It is Fob versus the entirety of Team Atsu.
Yeah, Fob's team down 1 player now, and everyone is still at full health. No one's taking any incidental damage yet from those slam attacks.
I wonder if they can survive the next 2 minutes. We are 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock.
Not taking another big hit. Oh, no! A second hit immediately takes him out. Atsu's team making a comeback, yeah. I think they're evenly matched right now, tied.
I think they are.
To each, yeah.
It is 28 to 28. And then, of course, so Atsu and Fob both won 35 points at the beginning
so
in the first segment. So
exactly equally matched.
They should be. They should be, yeah.
Yeah. Looks like maybe Neko and Lily will be the ones to actually do the tie-breaking here, as Fob and Atsu are exactly even on points here. Neither of them making enough headway to get ahead in the point score.
Look at all the Kokomis.
Yep. I'm glad they thought of this detail instead of just using the statue, because the statue definitely would have run out of healing at this point. I think they've had to.
It takes time to recharge it. It takes time to recharge it.
It really does.
And like, you can only feed so much food to your characters before they get full. So I mean, I think Kokomi is the play. All these accounts have they're totally unlocked. So.
And it looks like the setup is finishing up here.
Pretty fast, yeah.
Pretty fast.
Oh, bird egg for Fob. That's another 2 points. Just kidding. Don't tally that. I promise I'm not trying to confuse the referees.
Okay. And it looks like our players are about to be ready here as we're heading back into the arena. And we have the countdown beginning.
Go! Woo!
And they're running in.
Single attack from Fob to get the aggression on and see how long you survive this time. We still haven't had a round where all 4 players survived the 3 minutes.
We also haven't had one where all 4 players went down.
True. I feel like that one's less likely.
I don't know. The attacks really come out of nowhere, so I would be surprised.
Oh my god! Wait,
look at that.
Instant KO.
Yeah. If you get hit by that slam attack, it is a one-shot hit kill.
Can his guest win?
Yes, we have to. Now it's only on the guest. Doesn't look like his guest has aggro. Atsu's team still at full health.
Oh. That Lawachurl is hungry.
It is very hungry. I mean, it's taken down quite a few players now already at this point.
It's really disturbed with people coming and poking it. It's just trying to protect its chest.
It is trying to. Oh, guest 2 taking a bunch of damage. They're getting hit by the collateral. Not in very good shape. One more hit is going to do it for them.
Just a reminder to those of you watching at home, so they cannot attack the Lawachurl whatsoever. I mean, I don't even know what kind of damage you're going to do with Animo Traveler. There's nothing to swirl.
Ooh, okay. Oh, no!
And guest 2 has fallen, so Atsu takes home another 5 points. Not only did they even the score, but they're ahead now.
They are ahead. And it looks like, the thing to watch out for really is those spikes coming out of the ground for the Lawachurl's attacks. Its primary attack hasn't been really hitting anyone all that much, but those spikes can really sneak out of nowhere and start piling on damage. Yeah, we probably only have 1 or 2 more rounds to go for this Lawachurl event here. I think we're getting into the final round here before we move on to a break and into our next game.
And then the next segment will be our last, right?
Yeah.
We'll explain that in a little bit.
But let's watch one more time as we reset for the Lawachurl event. Looks like the Lawachurl is running out of its arena a little bit, so the players have to get a little bit further before re-engaging with the Lawachurl there.
Yeah, for some reason the Lawachurl keeps getting pulled out of its circle. I think the players are trying to do that to disqualify the Lawachurl.
Maybe. Looks like Atsu also needs to get out of the arena there.
Gotta teleport away. We've said that before. Gotta teleport.
And was resetting here for our final round of the Stonehide Lawachurl arena. Making sure the players are...
The statue of the 7 is totally out of energy, and none of these players are healing next to it.
Well, it's already hard at work reviving all of the down travelers throughout each of the other events.
So, talking briefly about the points. Atsu and Fob in the first segment, which was the World Boss speedrun.
Yep.
They both went neck to neck.
Neck and neck.
35 points each, right?
And then in our second round, we had the race on Rungshu In, where Neko's team, which is part of Atsu's team, did get ahead quite a lot on the racing. Yeah.
Though Lily completed some side missions.
She did. She did. Very important, yeah.
Very important for us.
Guided a Sealy home.
And now, Atsu is at 35 points. Meanwhile, Fob is at 30 points.
So let's see if we can make it back the point score in this last round here, I believe, of the Stonehide Lawachurl Arena.
And it looks like setup is complete. We're going to be getting some new players in. The players are rotating out every time, so it takes some time to set it up, some points. But it looks like we're going to be in soon enough.
Yeah. And it's, you know, as a person lining up, you really want to make the most of your chance here, so definitely it's probably a lot of pressure just to not lose in the first minute or so.
Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Atsu triggering the aggression this time.
Gotta get it started. Ooh.
Oh.
No follow-up there on the punch, thank you.
No, Fob keeps switching to walking. I don't think that's going to help. Guess 2 taking some heavy hits.
I believe Guess 2 got knocked out of the arena there. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
they are
their
disqualified.
screen got grayed out. They are disqualified.
Unfortunate. So Fob again on his own. We'll see. Atsu's getting pretty good at dodging those Lawachurl attacks, kind of sneaking in between the 3-pronged slam from the Lawachurl.
Yeah, I mean, he was struggling at first, but he is in his redemption arc.
It is, it is. Very much so.
It must be the moral support from his teammate.
Must be. You see the Lawachurl there?
But Fob's been doing pretty good.
He has been, yeah.
In this challenge. Very,
very good. It's really easy just for a slip up in one moment and get knocked out immediately. You saw how much damage the Lawachurl actually puts out. You know, for a lot of these players, I'm sure, in their own worlds, they have really powerful characters that can take out the Lawachurls before they get too dangerous. But when you have to stand this long in the arena, it can really start adding up. You know, your dodging skills are really at play.
Fob versus the world right now.
Yeah. Atsu's team hasn't taken any damage yet, so very good luck so far.
1 minute, 30 seconds left on the timer. So, I mean, the timer starts at 3 minutes.
Okay, and it looks like Atsu's teammate did take a little bit of damage there, so a little bit in a risky spot. Ooh, Atsu not quite out of the ring, but did get knocked back.
I wonder if this is where we're going to see people surviving the entire 3 minutes instead of like an instant winner.
Okay, well, you know, the Lawachurl did run out of shields there, so now it's back at full power. So now is the danger time for all of our players here. Oh, Atsu not dodging early enough. They're taking a little bit of side damage there.
I do believe this is the last game, by the way. So
we'll see. We
we'll
might have one more game after this one. I think we have time for one more. Oh, Atsu's teammate did go down. Actually, Fob doing very well despite his teammate going down a little bit earlier. He is still at full health, so he has a lot more of an easy time here. Atsu needed to dodge pretty much everything to stay in the game.
Almost 30 seconds left on the...
No!
I was
just
wondering if Atsu would survive the full 3 minutes.
No.
Not yet. Okay, there is one more after this one. Just one more.
So now they're tied. Well, now it's the decider. They're both evenly tied.
They are tied again. It's 37 to... No, wait. Can I math?
They should be tied.
They should be tied.
Either way, we have one more game here as we reset for our players here. Fob then managed to hang in there all the way to the end, despite losing his teammate pretty early on.
We'll just have to wait. Yeah, we have to reset right now. Okay, I am redoing my math because I messed up somewhere.
Yeah, it should be enough to know that the players are tied, and this is really going to be the deciding match here between our two creators here. Whoever takes this one is going to have the crown of the Stonehide Lawachurl Arena champion.
Okay, it's 35 to 35, and in total it's 70 to 70.
Okay.
And so whoever, as you say, whoever takes the match is going to be
all right. Well,
the
there
champion
you go.
so far. So far.
This is the deciding match then between Fob and Atsu.
Yes. And then we should also count Neko and Lily's points at the end.
We should. They definitely will matter for this a lot.
Neko and Atsu are on the same team, meanwhile Lily and Fob are on the same team, so they're against each other.
Yeah, and Neko and Lily will be back for our fourth game today, right after the arena is done.
Yeah.
So we have not seen the last of them yet, and they're not done getting points for their team just quite. It looks like our players are almost set up. They're getting the rules explained to them right at the end here.
Yep. And I think they're getting ready to start. The referee will start the countdown soon.
Lots of energy from our referee as well. Doing a great job. And
here we go, the last match of this segment.
Well, Lawachurl is going to start being very aggressive here. Ooh. Look at Atsu just standing there calmly. Oh, no, he's got to move. Okay.
Went right over Atsu's head.
Yeah, yeah. He waited till the last minute to dodge that, but did dodge that pretty cleanly. Oh, no.
Look at Fob getting instantly knocked out.
Yeah.
I think Fob was already grayed out before dying. Like, he got knocked out of the ring.
Yeah, he was seeing that.
Oh, wow, that was so quick. Literally 35 seconds.
Only
That's
35 seconds.
Very decisive win for Atsu.
It is difficult. It is difficult surviving against the Lawachurl arena here. Definitely, you know, this is definitely a fun one to try back at home with your own friends in your own co-op worlds. Definitely give this one a go. It can be very fun.
Congratulations to Atsu's team, and for all the competitors who have been participating in these challenges. Good job to you guys too.
Yeah, big thanks to all of the players here who are, you know, who are stopping by the booth and joining in on the games. Excited to kind of get into the next one, but I think before
we're going to be going to a short break.
Take a short break before the next one. Don't go anywhere, and yeah, we'll see you on the other side.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kaveh, an architect. You must have seen the Palace of Alcazar's before. I sacrificed so much for that. Everyone else thought I'd lost my mind. You don't spend all your savings on your hobbies, do you? You definitely don't want to end up borrowing money in a moment of impulsivity. Living with debt is miserable. Watch and learn! Feast your eyes! Come at me! Sight clear! There's still room for improvement. Better make my finishing touches before the deadline creeps up. Is that the client? Wait. Oh, it's you!
Thank you for choosing Komania Express. Anything you need delivered? Rest assured, there's no destination I can't deliver to. I wonder what's inside this package. No peeking at my customers' stuff. Ooh, maybe I could curl up inside this box. I'm out of time! Sign here, please! Express delivery! The lady Kitsune told me that those who don't work can't fit into human society. I'm not going back to the boonies, even if it means I get to be a great yokai or whatever.
And welcome back once again to the Gather the Stars Fiesta, hosted by Astro Carnival and, of course, Genshin Impact. We are at Gamescom in Cologne, Germany, live. So we're going into our fourth and last segment right now.
Yeah, and if you just joined us back at home, you know, we have a bunch of creators here, personnel from the Genshin community here taking part, and a lot of guests from the audience playing games together and taking part in this kind of competition in Genshin Impact. So it's been a lot of fun so far.
It's been a lot of fun. There's a whole lot going on. I mean, we can see the players and also people queued up in line for the booth in general in front of us. Yeah.
A lot of good cosplays.
Lots of noise behind us too.
Exactly.
It's very excitable here.
Yeah, the energy here at Gamescom is incredible. It's our first time here. You know, we're not usually here in Germany, of course, but it's been a lot of fun getting to travel and sit here live, kind of with all of the people here and people from Hoyoverse as well. So.
We're really enjoying it.
Yeah.
So we are going to be getting into our 4th segment. The rules will be up here shortly. Actually, we're probably going to get to the scoreboard first, right?
Yeah.
We should wrap up the score from the 3rd segment. So
yeah, let's take a look.
Atsu at 75 points.
Yes,
and
ahead.
Rob at 72.
Going 1 game up on the Stonehide Lawachurl Arena. If you didn't catch that action from before, definitely go and check out. That was a really fun mode. Encourage you to try that at home. But we're going to and Nekopi, of course, coming up ahead in the racing segment before in Wangshuin. But we're kind of going back to
some combat,
some standards for Genshin, things that I'm sure a lot of you back at home are pretty familiar with.
And of course, Atsu and Fob are exchanging for their partners, so we will be seeing Neko and Lily participate here against the weekly boss run. How are they able to do so many weekly bosses in one go?
Well, as long as you don't collect the treasure at the end, which of course is not against the rules, then you know, you can keep re-challenging the boss. So if you remember, the goal here is to get through as many bosses as you can within the allotted time. So it's not just about head-to-head competition here. You do have to get through the bosses one at a time in the time limit.
Yeah, and so it's basically the same rules as the world boss speedrun, except it's weekly bosses. You see the boss list on the right, we have Aishaha, and of course, the elements will be changing in players' worlds. That'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah.
We have Andreas Boreas, and we have the Raiden Shogun, and we see a Pep there, but I believe there's some technical issues with facing a Pep, so we might not see any battles against a Pep.
Yeah, Apep may still be a little bit getting ready with the story quest there, so not quite ready to face our players here. So not going to be happening here, but the other 3 bosses are going to provide quite a challenge. I mean, I'm especially keen to see our old friend, the Wolf, you know, Boreas of the North. I haven't fought him in so long.
I know, I feel like, you know, you have to farm materials for new characters.
Yeah, exactly.
Once you've already built your characters, there's no reason to go back to the older weekly bosses. You can only use the reduced resin 3 times a week. So.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to just to have. It's been so long. Hopefully we hear the music in that fight as well, because that's a really good soundtrack here. But it's fun to go back to that one. Hopefully our players remember that Wolf is immune to Anemo and Cryo. If you haven't fought it in a while, you might forget. So hopefully our players know enough about that not to bring one of those characters in, because that could really set them back.
Yeah, and also, do Nahi the second story quest.
Yeah.
Unlock a Pep.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a challenge right now. Maybe we'll see Apep tomorrow, but for now, I think our 3 bosses are going to be enough of a challenge. Aztaha especially is going to be pretty tough with only 2 characters, I think. He hits really hard and has a lot of phases, so I hope people bring healing against him, because I feel like if you don't bring healing, you're going to get your team knocked out pretty quick.
Yeah, so, I mean, players can't use any food in these challenges.
No food.
I mean, you can bring a healer, but you can't use any food. And it's only 2 players against the bosses. And in my experience in co-op, I don't know about you guys watching at home, but in my experience, I do Ishaha sometimes just for fun in co-op matches with random people, and it does not always go well.
No, it does not go well at all.
It does not go well. And people want to play their favorite characters, you know. It's not always going to be like who is really strong. And co-op also changes the game a lot. It's not the same as, you know, soloing a boss.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, characters work a little bit differently as well, definitely when you're, you know, playing co-op. But we've seen a lot of favorites. I know Yilan was a very popular choice between Fob and Atsu in the previous version for the bosses. But a lot of those bosses were pretty weak to bow characters. You know, Aztaha and Raiden Shogun and Boreas here, not quite as necessary to bring bow. So hopefully we see more variety of characters in this final segment of today.
Ooh, I like the Ayaka pick. I don't know if it's going to stay.
We'll see. So the first boss out here, I believe, should be Aztaha.
It should be, yeah.
Should be.
Yeah, I hope they're not bringing Ayaka. It would be Ishtaha and then Boreas.
Andreas.
2 names. And then Raiden.
Yep, looks like, yeah, we're loading into Aztaha for one side.
I didn't see the elements.
No, we'll have to spot them. I mean, once we see them once, they should be the same for all the other fights, so we'll get that revealed in a second. Looks like Lily started that a little bit early, so gonna need to reset there. Yeah.
Can't go in without your teammate.
Ooh, looks like Child and Bennett is going to be the Necropiece team's choices.
Oh, I really like that, actually.
I do. Bennett, I was really wondering about Bennett because he's such a good healer as well. It is a C6 Bennett, though, which thankfully isn't going to matter for Child because it is not a melee weapon user.
I mean, it's good to bring shield characters against Ishtaha, though, so...
Shields or healing, it's one or the other. Hopefully they can dodge attacks well enough not to need shields here. But Azaha really hits hard. And with 3 phases that you can't skip, you really have to get good at dodging all of his attacks. So we'll see here as we focus on Nekobo's team, who's going to go first, being ready already to face Azaha.
You dare overstep your mortal authority.
Yeah, looks like playing it safe there on Child there, keeping away from Azaha. Oh, the elemental reaction. Oh, tooltip getting...
Bennett gets knocked back.
Yeah, that follow-up one is pretty annoying to get around.
I feel like you really need Bennett's burst.
Yeah, you got to make sure...
Healed. You have to coordinate with your teammate.
You have to coordinate with your teammate. Yeah, teamwork is going to be essential here. And we see Fob's team is also now... Lily's team is now also getting into their fight. So they're using Zhongli and Ayaka.
That could be pretty good. I mean, it's C6 only. It's C6 only and Ayaka. Everyone C6 right here.
Yeah, but you do have to make sure you get your shields on your teammate there, as Ayaka already taking a hit. And without healing, it's gonna... Every hit is really important here. Ooh, Ayaka taking even more damage.
See, I think the good thing about taking a bow character like Child is that you can take a step back and attack Ishaha from afar. You don't have to get too close for comfort, you know?
It's true.
You can. He has melee stance, so let him go.
Yeah.
But Ayaka doesn't really have any healing.
No.
And, oh man, you can't get too close with that.
You really can't, yeah. Azaha's attacks hit really hard. Hopefully Ayaka did dodge those rock falls there. Zhongli is still sitting pretty at full health, thanks to his own shields, but not able to shield his teammates as well.
Oh, Ayaka already falling. No.
Oh no.
No.
Azaha claims his first victim of this match.
Oh, you see him shaking his head.
Probably not the last as well. Bennett team doing pretty well. That Bennett heal is really keeping them topped up.
So, I mean, Lily's still in the fight, though.
Lily's still in the fight.
Zhongli versus the world. Can she do it in 5 minutes?
Yeah, can she do it in 5 minutes? I mean, Azaha's very tanky. And, you know, I think a lot of players are used to doing this with a full team of 4 players and not actually with just 2 characters. That actually eats into your damage quite a lot.
Oh, I still love this animation when the Ishaha is absorbing a new element.
Yep.
And it looks like the first element here is Pyro, and Child against Pyro, pretty good.
Bennett not going to be able to do as much because of that resistance, but luckily Bennett's main job here is the healing.
Oh, I see. See, without a shield, Child's HP is ticking down.
Oh, yeah. Child
got
hit by a
not
debuff.
up right now. You really have to coordinate, and it's hard. You don't know who you're
working with. No, Child... I think it has one more hit left.
Right when Bennett's burst goes down.
Not enough time. But both...
Not nearly enough time.
Both teams are really racing across the clock here because Azaha's half the time is gone and Azaha is not yet at half health.
Look at his HP.
Well, you know, Zhongli doesn't actually want to fight Azaha, you know. That'd be too mean.
I mean, he was forced to seal an old friend.
It's true. But I don't think Lily is going to be able to defeat Azaha in the time requirement. He's going to give it a good go, though. Going to give it a try.
Something happened with Nico. It seems like they are...
Yeah, looks like...
resetting? I don't think...
they probably need to get to the next boss. It looks like they went down, so they were not able to defeat Azaha in time. So they're going to have a new team come through, swap in, and go to the next boss here. But Lily is still whacking away at Azaha, who is not taking a lot of damage at all.
2 minutes left. Can Zhong? I
don't think he can.
I really don't think he can. He's tickling him.
Yeah, this may be C6 only, but it is not enough to kill Azaha by himself. Not enough damage.
Maybe if you headshot with melee. Maybe if you go around to Ishaha's head.
Maybe. It is safer to stay around his tail, though, than his head, because he has a couple of frontal slams. It is only as well. So I don't think Zhongli is going to go down very quickly, but neither is Azaha.
It is really entertaining to watch this. I can't tell you how many times I've been the person who is in a 4-person co-op and I'm playing Zhongli, and it's me against everyone after they all die. And I don't have C6. I don't have C6.
No, but I don't think 6 is going to help you. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Looks like he's finally going to absorb Pyro.
Made it to phase.
Made it to phase 2. But most of the time is already running out on the clock here. So I don't think Zhongli will be able to do it, but definitely going to give it a try. Those slam attacks coming in.
All you can do is try. You have to admire her perseverance.
Yeah.
I mean, this is 5 points on the line here.
It is. I mean, this is one of the tougher bosses with only 2 players. Because you're really halving the damage output of your team here with only having access to 2 characters here, not the full team.
I mean, that's why you have to coordinate, right? You have to coordinate with your teammate. If you are playing a healer shielding character, you have to be able to provide that for your teammate if they're DPS.
Yep, if they're DPS.
And the DPS has to stay safe.
Yeah, and I think someone who does damage is going to be really important here because, you know, I think there'll be a lot of learning from this first fight, just how tanky Asada is and able to withstand damage. I think they're really going to need to be more aggressive and dodge quickly in order to complete the fight.
See, you know, Shunkling is melee, but with the shield, it doesn't really matter. Also, what are we doing over here?
I believe they're going to the Wolf Lord. It's a bit of a run to get to Andreas. If you don't, for those of you who haven't fought Andreas in a while, the closest waypoint is a little bit south. So
look at Venti climbing.
I think there's 2 ways to get to Andreas. You can either go from the south or you can fly from the north waypoint. So it's just a bit of preference which way you decide to go. But it looks like our players are closing in on the location.
Oh, 0 on the clock.
Yeah, not enough time.
Is out now. No teams get points.
No points so far. I think Asaha is going to be the boss to look out for. He's being so much HP is going to be really tough.
So, just a reminder, Neko's at 44 points and Lily is at 26 points. So, we'll see if Lily can close that gap. She's definitely trying there.
Definitely trying. Not going to work on that one. So, she's going to need to go get on her own way to the Wolf Lord here. We should maybe put like a... Maybe it's time to put a teleport point near the Wolf Lord because it is quite a run.
Don't start that. Don't start that.
Not yet. All right, so we'll bring in our next audience participant here to join Neko's team as she's deciding maybe going to stick with Zhongli here. I think Zhongli's a pretty solid choice for Andreas. Is not got as much HP as Asaha, but his attacks can hit a little bit harder.
I mean, you know, you can't take a character like Venti. I know Andreas is immune to Anemo, but I mean, if you can position him inside of Venti's burst and then swirl an element like Pyro, it's actually pretty good.
That's a lot of coordination.
But it's so fun.
It could be really fun.
It's so fun.
It's still a competition, though. I think our players are going to be aiming to win, so they'll probably use a little bit more of a well-thought-out strategy here.
And we've definitely had no shortage of players, by the way. It's been so cool having people come in and play.
And we see here on Neko's team, our guest here is choosing their character. Again, each player only gets 1 character at a time. So the choice does matter here. Let's see what they pick. Venti currently on screen, but probably not going to be the choice for long.
I wonder if that Kokomi is going to stick.
Kokomi?
Oh, no, wait. So they're going to have to remove the character from their party, right?
Yeah.
Because each person can only place 1 character. It's not 2 and 2.
Yep. Which makes it really tricky. You know, I'm sure some players back at home are used to 2-person co-op and having 2 characters to switch between. That makes you a lot safer. You can always bring a healer and backup, but no such luck here. If you want to bring a healer, you have to dedicate one of your 2 slots to being a healer. So we'll see what the choices are for each side here momentarily. I think we see a couple of players. They're definitely coordinating with their players here. I think that's really smart. Talk it over with your team. You know, slow and steady here. You know, it was really difficult that first time as Asaha. You don't want to repeat that same mistake here.
It does take coordination.
It does.
And it's really hard, you know. These creators are meeting the audience members probably for the first time.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Luckily, the characters are preloaded with gear there, as you can see. They're also C6 and R5. So very powerful characters overall.
Beidou? Bennett?
It could be Ayato, actually. Ayato's only.
On the right.
Oh, on the right, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Bennett's going to be a very popular choice here against these weekly bosses. Being able to heal and buff your team is going to be pretty strong. Although...
I know you said we wouldn't see a lot of 4-stars, but I guess we're being proven wrong. Bennett is just so useful.
Well, Bennett's basically a 5-star, so...
Exactly. 6-star. 6-star.
True. Oh. It is C6 Bennett, though, but I don't think Beidou minds too much having that Pyro Infusion. Okay, both teams getting into it at about the same time.
It's great for us.
Yeah, it's a Nekopi's team getting the head start there, putting on some damage here.
The dodges.
Much less of a HB pool than Azahar, thankfully. So they're really not going to go to time here, so it's more about who can get through it the fastest.
I think it's so funny whenever there's like an elemental reaction happening, it gives like the little help tip at the bottom, like you're a new player.
Yeah, a new player with C6 R5 of everyone, yeah, for sure.
I invited Shoku and unlocked.
That Bennett, oh, looks like Beto's really low. Definitely going to want to wait out until Bennett can recharge his heal there.
The Zhongli Ayato team is pretty far ahead right now, actually.
Yeah, for sure. Putting Andreas into his second phase there with the dash form.
Oh no, Beto.
Is he going to go down? Oh.
The shielding.
Okay.
We have Bennett's burst coming down.
Oh, Bennett's burst just in time there. Going to be healing. Look at that Pyro Infusion. C6 Bennett doing work.
Do they have the damage output to catch up, though?
They probably will.
Ayato's so strong.
Ayato's very strong. I mean, I definitely think the Bennett team is the one I think is favored if they can coordinate a little bit better between his burst.
Speaking of burst, there's a Beto's burst. Looks like Andreas has entered a phase 2 for Nico.
Yeah, putting up those windstorms perpetually. A lot more damage output from Andreas, but looks like Zhongli is able to output quite a bit of damage there.
I think they're going to be able to shred him and finish it off.
Yeah, I think Nekovi's team is in a good position right now to finish off Andreas and move on to the next world boss. Definitely very different from the previous one.
And just a reminder, so these teams are facing each other, but I mean, if they complete the challenge in the allotted time, they get 5 points regardless of how the other team does.
Yep.
So, with 1 minute and 52 seconds, Neko has won the first 5 points of the segment.
Yeah, taking an early lead here, but of course, Lily is doing a pretty good job with her team, getting Andreas into that second phase with plenty of time left on the clock. You know, the good thing about Andreas in the second phase is that he stays a lot more in one position, so it's a lot easier to get damage on him than when he's running around in the first
Look at him wasting time.
Well,
he's running the clock.
That's just what he does. Oh!
My favorite thing to do here, if I'm playing Venti, because I really like taking Venti to these boss, don't ask me why. I'll use his skill and then float above.
Okay,
when he charges
and then what? Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Like a Matador.
Lee dodge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very clever. I actually really liked what our guest here did. I'm not sure if some of you caught it back at home. They used Beto's parry shield here to actually hit Andreas while he was charging. That was really cool to see.
That is pretty smart.
Yeah. Bennett's burst here, though, doing a lot of work. Andreas just staying in the center of the arena lets you continually deploy Bennett burst here. It was a really good strategy. I like this a lot.
And we're just going to keep watching this one. They have 2 minutes left on the clock while the other team is setting up.
Yeah, I actually really like this combination of Bennett and Beto, because Beto actually is going to get a Pyro Infusion off of Bennett, which actually combines really well with her burst. Because that isn't an infused attack, it does extra damage after the fact, so it can actually, it's a really good combo. I like it. I like it a lot.
I think Lily is going to take 5 points here.
Yeah.
Pretty easily.
Plenty of time left on the clock here.
Yes.
Bennett is doing work. But Beto also very
completed.
powerful. All right.
All right. So Lily's at 31.0. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And Neko is now setting up for the Raiden weekly boss. Is going to be the next one in her rotation.
I think we are waiting for another player to come in and take the challenge.
Yep, definitely setting up right now. I wonder if we're going to see Zhongli again on the Raiden fight is pretty difficult. That's definitely one where damage, I know, getting a character killed is probably your primary concern. You know, I think we're starting to see a lot of different strategies against some of these bosses where Azahar, you really want to build for damage. He's very chunky, has a lot of health, and time is definitely your biggest enemy. But I think the Raiden fight is a little bit easier on time, but you want to make sure that you can have characters that survive because she does output a lot of damage.
Jean? I see Jean. I wonder if Jean's going to stay.
I like Jean. Jean is a good choice like Bennett because she both heals and does a lot of damage. So I quite like that a lot.
Jean and Ayaka.
Solid choice.
I think it's a solid choice.
Yeah. Definitely.
Gotta attack that orb really quickly though, because you don't have Electro.
Exactly.
The damage buff on it.
Yeah.
And just get 1 hit KO'd.
Well, with two sword users attack pretty fast, so I don't think they're gonna have trouble taking that orb down, thankfully. And we see the Raiden boss fight starting in spear form. I'm not sure if players at home have noticed, but she actually has 2 different forms that she switches between with a spear and her sword, which have completely different attack patterns. Looks like it might not matter here, as both players here are going to just put on the damage and stagger her immediately.
I think one crucial thing in this fight is going to be to keep Ayaka alive, because Ayaka is definitely your damage here. Jean is going to come in with the support and healing.
Yeah, and speaking of that, Ayaka taking a big hit there, so Jean's going to need to charge up her burst pretty quickly in order to keep her teammate healed. Ayaka's down at, I think, a 3rd health right now. A couple more hits and she's going to go down. Oh, come on, Jean. You can do it, Jean.
And just looking over here, it looks like Lily's team is getting set up to go in as well. And I think I saw Bennett and Wanderer. Wanderer versus Raiden.
Canon event.
That's some lore.
It's a canon event. I really like Lily's choice of Bennett here, you know, really focusing keeping a teammate alive. But you saw Necropy earlier getting that Jean burst just in time. But now Raiden is in her, I don't know what the name of this form is, but kind of her mecha form, if you will. That big sword coming down.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, so Ayaka's going to be the one doing a lot of damage here, getting through that Electro shield.
I've always loved this design.
It's a really cool design. I definitely remember the first time I saw it when it was first previewed, when we first saw Raiden as a boss. It was really cool.
And Lily's team started after Nico, but look, the damage output from this Bennett Wanderer team is already surpassing Nico's.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Wanderer just fell. Oh,
no.
Oh, no.
It's just Bennett against the wall right now.
It is Bennett
to get
against
out of
the
those
world.
circles. Oh, no. Bennett is trying to go after those orbs, but not having enough damage to go through it.
I mean, as long as Lily is able to defeat Raiden in the next 4 minutes, it's fine.
Yep.
She just has to stay alive.
Oh.
Speaking of staying alive, Ayaka's kind of getting low.
Ayaka's definitely getting low, yeah.
Team.
Might need to play a little bit safe. Oh, here come the totems here. Gonna need to
jump over them.
Oh, Ayaka's going down.
Oh, no.
So it's just Jean now.
I don't know what you're gonna swirl.
Neko doing a really good job jumping over those damage lines.
I wonder, do you think Bennett has enough damage output?
I think he might.
Uh-oh.
Quick, gotta hit it. Gotta hit it.
Oh, I don't know if that's...
Just use normal attacks.
Just a second. Oh, my God.
Oh, I think this is a one-hit kill if you get caught in it. No.
Goodbye.
Oh, Lily going down.
Goodbye. You have to attack it really fast if
you
you're
have
not
to attack it really fast, yeah. Getting cut down by the Itohachi there.
I wasn't sure if she got it. It looked like she might have gotten it.
It was one hit away.
It was one hit away.
I mean, we saw her lead with a charge attack there, which I think lost her a little bit of time with getting those hits in on that orb. You can't use charge attacks. You have to go in really quick immediately when you see it. Otherwise, there's not enough time, especially if you're down to only one character.
2 minutes left for Nekopi, more like 1 minute 40 seconds now. We will see if she's able to do the damage to take it down in time. I do not think so.
I don't think so. Jean isn't quite outputting enough damage without any reaction.
She's bursting at full HP.
Well, I mean, the Dandelion Aura does still do a little bit of damage, but not as much as you like. Yeah,
you have to do all the damage you can.
Yep.
You have to do all the damage you can. That is true. And you can just charge it up again.
You can. But based on how much damage is put on Raiden, it's not going to be enough. These are tough bosses with only 2 characters, as Raiden already has charged up her form. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be enough time on the clock here for Neko, unfortunately.
It's really tragic.
It is really tragic. And not only that, the next boss is still going to be Azdaha, so the players have to go back into that arena and try again. It was already so tough on them the first time. Maybe they can come up with a different strategy the second time to get through that HB a little bit quicker. I still really like the Bennett strategy from Lily. I'm hoping to see it again. If her teammate can stay inside Bennett's healing. Is that the most annoying thing when your teammates just like run out of your healing circles? You know, you spend all that time getting it ready, putting it down, and they completely ignore it and then run around and just end up dying is pretty frustrating.
Oh, is she just going to take the hit?
She's going to take the hit.
It's even... Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Wait, what just happened?
I don't think anyone knows. Nekopi was not expecting that either.
I'm so confused.
I guess Jean just is immune to that effect. Okay.
The timer
ran out.
So it doesn't matter. It does not matter. That was so funny. How did that happen?
I don't know.
Did she use her skill at the last second?
I think she might have dodged that. I didn't know it was possible, but I think she dodged that attack.
No, I don't think you can dodge it.
I mean, it kind of just happened.
You have to be inside the...
We'll have to watch that on slow-mo replay later when we get back home. But as we see now, Lily's team getting into Aztaha, choosing once again Bennett and Chill. That combination is coming back.
Making a return.
Yeah, I do like that combo quite a lot. Oh.
And I want to see what element Aztaha is.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't found out what the second element is, but the first one's definitely, I believe it's the same one each time. So the first one's going to be Pyro again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same for both worlds. I don't think so. I mean, it was Pyro for both of them, but
it was Pyro for both of them. Yeah, I think they're the same. I think both of them are on the same counter for everyone. So it should be Pyro and even playing field for each one. But we'll see.
A lot of damage already coming down.
Bennett doing a good job buffing his team. And Aztaha is about to, they're getting to the second phase with 1 minute on the clock used up. I think that's a really good run so far.
I feel like, 5 minutes to defeat this boss.
It's tough.
It should be fine, though, if you play it safe. You don't want to...
Oh, I don't know if you can play
hasty.
With only 2 players... I mean, usually, I think people are used to fighting this boss with a full team of 4 players in co-op. And
That's
even
true.
then, it can be pretty close. Because he has so much health. Oh, you got to get out of...
Oh,
no.
Ah. Yeah, when he's... No. Oh. Ah.
Bennett is down. I wonder...
The healer's down. That's scary.
That is scary.
Wait,
it looks like...
Child's also down.
Yeah, Child is going to go down.
Almost. He's
still alive.
He dodged?
One of the things you have to watch out for is you can't actually dodge those slams when he's powering up for his pyro attack.
There he goes.
So you do actually need to run away from... you do actually need to run away from Aztaha when he's doing those stops. You can't dodge them, and they have a really big radius.
Oh, no.
It might just be quite a while since any of these players have challenged Aztaha, and so have maybe forgotten one of those mechanics.
Yeah, when he starts slamming down, you gotta back up. It's just good to run away.
You can't dodge it.
He's not gonna move. He's
not
just gonna stay there.
Yeah, he's immune to any further damage as well, so there's no reason to stay close. We saw definitely there the players getting a little bit too up in front with him, but gonna be a Wolf Lord.
This one's definitely harder than the World Boss speedrun. I mean, it makes sense. They're weeklies. They should be stronger, but there's a lot of struggles this time.
It is, for sure. Andrews is going to be the easiest of them all for sure. I think it's the lowest HP pool. So this is where the player's going to get the most points from. But honestly, whoever takes down Aztaha or rated first gets the moral victory, no matter what the point says.
True.
That's the real challenge here.
You win in our heart.
Yeah, definitely. You have our respect for being the first ones to take out those world bosses.
Except it looks like they're out of sync now.
Yep. We have Neko setting up for Aztaha now with their teammate. Again, going for Zhongli with a melee character.
And meanwhile, Lily's team is heading to Andreas already.
Yeah.
Bennett again.
It's going to be Bennett again. I kind of like keeping with Bennett. If you're the creator in that scene, you want to help, your audience member along as much as you can. And Bennett definitely is a good support.
No, I totally agree. Yeah. Also, I see Yanfei being picked. I love that.
We have a Yanfei main in the house. That's a very unusual choice.
For those of you watching at home, some chat interaction. Who is your main? Who would you be picking here?
I mean, Yanfei could be tough. We know that Aztaha is Pyro today, so he does get resistance when he infuses that element. So Yanfei is going to have a bit of a struggle in the second phase. So we'll have to watch out for that.
Is it Tignari for Neko?
It looks like Tignari, but surely you want to bring a healer. Definitely want to bring a healer here.
Or I guess Zhongli?
Could be. I think we're going to see
Shield's fine.
Shield's fine. As long as you use your shield correctly, I think that will be fine.
You need to shield your teammate too. You have the constellation.
You do have the constellation. You just need to get in range. They have to stay by you. That's really the important thing.
Oh, Jean again?
Maybe Jean. I still really like Jean and Bennett as healing choices because they both do good damage while also going to heal your team. Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi.
That's next level. Chi-Chi does revive I think she might be able to revive. That counts, I think, right? Surely. She is C6, so.
Gianna! Okay, I like that pick.
I do like that pick.
I like how we're seeing more 4 stars right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep, checking out their weapons. Is that Cryo on Diona? She's.
Wait, Diona DPS? I mean, it makes sense. You don't have a full team here.
No, it's true. It's true.
You don't have a full team here.
You want to make sure you bring enough damage. So bring a healer with a damage kit might actually be the play.
It reminds me of the one time one of our mutual friends soloed the Oceanid boss in my world with Diona DPS.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe Neko's going to show us some next level strats against Asaha that we have not seen.
I'm excited to see this combo of Yanfei and Diona.
I'm very excited. Yeah. Not the usual combo you see against Asaha, but we'll see how well it works. As right now, neither of our teams have successfully been able to take Asaha down at all.
Did I just see a skill refresh on Diona? What bow is that?
Diona has Sacrificial Bow right now. It's one of her signature weapons, really. I think my Diona also has a Sacrificial Bow right now. But having 2 uses of a shield is very useful.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's really good for Yanfei to get shielded from afar.
Well, I don't think Diona's shield can actually apply to your team. Oh, no, there it goes.
No, look.
That's right. There are constellations on this one.
Yeah, C6.
So. Totally fair.
Bennett for Lily again.
Yeah. Bennett and Zhongli going for a very safe choice.
Are you going to be able to defeat the boss in time?
I think so. I mean, it's Andreas, right?
That's
or
true.
is it Raiden?
Well, no, it should be. Wait.
wait.
No, they're already Nazuma.
Did they already defeat Andreas while we weren't watching? We were watching Asaha for too closely. I mean, it's a more interesting fight for sure. Ooh,
They just defeated Andreas.
This Diona and Yanfei combo, I don't know if it's putting out enough damage. Oh no, is Yanfei about to go down? Ooh.
Uh-oh.
She does need to get in that healing aura.
Oh man, no, the Diona burst is underneath her.
It is, yeah.
You gotta stick by your teammate.
You do have to stick by your teammate. I mean, you kind of need it to do damage as well, so you do want to get it a little bit close. Yanfei has a lot of seals ready, but needs to get in there a little bit closer to do damage.
And it looks like Lily's team is about to start the Raiden Shogun boss, Fischl and Zhongli. I actually really like this combo.
Yeah, it's a pretty good combo.
As long as Fischl doesn't die.
Yeah, they don't quite have a lot to... Unfortunately, they don't have anything to react well with the Raiden Shogun shield. So that's probably when they're going to be struggle the most. But Fischl being Electro is going to be able to take out some of those orbs from the Raiden Shogun.
Looks like Yanfei's burst is up. I wonder... We're not even on the...
second phase?
No, the first phase.
No, we're still in the first phase, yeah. No, not quite.
Yeah, no, we're not there yet.
Yeah, this team's having a little bit of a hard time doing damage effectively.
I feel like Yanfei can't get very close.
No, Yanfei needing to play it safe. I mean, it's better than losing one of your teammates too early on, but I think she needs to get...
Look at the timer. We're already halfway down. 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Well, I saw a 10k hit just now from Yanfei, so as long as she takes the hits in, it will be okay. But you need to be very careful getting too close to Asaha.
Poor Fischl. Oh, poor Fischl already half HP over here.
Yeah.
The only thing is you can't really do anything against that Electro Shield.
No. I mean, it does run out by itself over time.
Yeah, it does.
And Zhongli can do a little bit with Crystallize, but it'll take a little bit of time. Oh. Asaha doing his stomp there.
I really feel like if you have Diona's burst up, you gotta go find your teammate and place it.
Hold on. No, it's your teammate's job to come. Leah, you have this the whole wrong around. All of the healer mates out there are gonna be so upset with you right now.
No.
The healer's job is to put down the burst. It's a teammate's job to walk into it.
Listen, it's a mutual effort, okay? It's
true.
It's not one or the other. You have to coordinate together.
It's true. Oh, man.
Oh, Fischl going down. Oh, no. It's again Zhongli versus the world.
It is.
Archon versus Archon, in fact.
Archon versus Archon, but I think Zhongli is a little bit out of his league here.
No, don't say that. He's going to do great.
Well, he's holding back all his full power, so he's not going to be able to defeat him Raiden in time. But neither is this team, I think. Neko's team, while kind of pretty fun, this phase is really going to make it hard for Yanfei to do a lot of damage.
But, I mean, we have DPS Diona.
We do. But so far, that's not working out so well.
Oh, my my gosh, Kaveh getting knocked back by that leap. It's so funny watching Ishaha jump.
Yeah. Oh, that tail slam.
my-
Oh, no.
oh, no,
She's going to go down to the aura. Oh, the shield coming. No, not in
Oh,
time.
it is not.
Not in time. Oh. You know,
Okay. 40 seconds left. I think Diona can do it.
I'd be very impressed if Diona could do this.
I think Diona could do it.
Honestly, whichever team to first defeat Aztaha should get a lot of points because he's putting up quite the fight against our players here.
When was the last time I added points to the score?
Well, technically, I think Little's team has fought Andreas twice now, and he's gone down, so her team is actually on 2 points.
He went down pretty fast. So I guess, yeah, I should add that. Okay, 5 points.
Yep.
5 more points.
Ironically, I think because Lily's side has been kind of being defeated by the weekly bosses faster, they've been getting through the cycle of bosses quicker and being able to farm Andreas longer.
The real strat
That's the real
is
strategy.
to face Raiden and don't break the Electro Orb and just get completely wiped. And then when Aisha has like jumping up and down, just stand under him. And then you go straight to Andreas and you knock him out and you get 5 points.
Look, that's not very sportsmanlike, which even though it's the best strategy for the points, it's not very sportsmanlike, you know.
But it's funny.
It is funny. But Zhongli
it's
here is still going to give it his all, going to try and take down Raiden. This is hard.
We're just watching from the perspective of...
Yeah, I really want to challenge players back at home to try this with one other person, only using one character, because not having a second and a fourth character here matters quite a lot, because not only are you cutting off a big source of health, you know, having a backup character in case one falls down, but you're also losing a lot of reaction potential, only being able to have 2 elements on your team. So it's tough to build a team that can effectively fight these weekly bosses when you're restricted in such a way.
And with the gray screen, you know, you can barely see the health left.
Yeah.
But it is not going down very quickly.
No.
Not whatsoever. Look, you see the damage: 190, 113, 95, 55.
I thought Zhongli would be doing better because he should have his.
No, because the electro shield's up.
Oh, the shield is up. Yeah,
Her defenses are really high, so 55 damage.
And Zhongli is not the one to be able to break that shield very easily. Yeah.
Definitely a new player now. Oh, look. Oh, Ayato and Zhongli. We saw this combination once.
We did.
It's gonna destroy.
Yeah.
It's tried and proven.
Yeah. So Neko on Andreas here, which is definitely the easiest of the world bosses here. Oh no, maybe going into Raiden instead. We are heading into time here. We might be seeing our last game pretty soon, so maybe we're going to coordinate the last game as the same boss and have the 2 players go against the same boss simultaneously, just to see.
That would be nice.
That would be nice, yeah.
That would definitely be nice to see.
Yeah.
And for those of you watching this entire time, it has been a ride, that is for sure. We're going to be doing it all again tomorrow. We'll talk about that a bit later.
Yeah. Hopefully our players, you know, get one last good run in here.
Tignari, please.
Tignari.
Yes. Wait, is that Atsu?
It is Atsu. Is he giving some advice?
No, Fob's here too.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, it might be a team effort.
It might be a team effort here.
It might be a team effort.
Maybe we're going to see the 2 teams playing together. This could be cool. This could be cool. There's hopefully going to be a lot more coordination between the 2 here if there's someone that they're familiar playing with. As I don't think we see any more audience members lined up to take
Wait,
the
Kokomi.
field.
Look at Kokomi.
Honestly.
She's in the ground.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she was in the ground. Oh, Lenny?
Maybe.
I want to see Lenny. Why haven't we seen Lenny yet?
I mean, he did just come out, so maybe people are not used to playing Lenny yet. He's pretty strong, though. I personally love Lenny. You know, as my icon is a cat, I know Lenny's Grim Malkin hat is a really fun thing to use. I haven't pulled it myself, so maybe I should do that at some point.
Oh, the weapon's so beautiful.
It is very beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, suits him very well.
Also, Lenny does a lot of damage, even without properly building him. Like, his base damage is so high.
Yeah. I mean, damage has been the name of the game so far. We've had a lot of players be able to hang in there until the end, but not being able to output enough damage to actually take out the bosses in the 5-minute time limit. So hopefully, as they're reshuffling their artifacts right now, hoping to get into a better build for some of these characters.
Ganyu versus Tignari. Dendro Ganyu.
Dendro Ganyu. I believe that's called a fridge composition.
Oh,
when
no.
You combine
TCG.
Cryo with... No, I think that came from the base game.
Did it?
I believe it did. I believe there's a Cryo Dendro team out there that is called Fridge in some
I think that's so funny.
regular game.
That's
It
so
is funny.
I mean, you keep
Fruit
like
fresh.
yeah, fruit fresh.
Yep.
In the refrigerator.
Yep.
Dendro Cryo.
Dendro Cryo.
Okay, Sino.
Are we going to see four-person teams maybe? We'll see. I mean, these bosses have been very challenging so far for the players with only one character, so.
I mean, it would be cool.
It would be cool.
It would be cool.
Honestly, I think people are underestimating Kokomi in these challenges because she actually does a lot of damage and healing with the right setup.
Kokomi is what I always take whenever I do co-op. Yeah. I will always take Kokomi.
Yeah.
If someone else doesn't take her, I will.
She has the most consistent heal because it's on her skill and she can refresh it. I mean, with her burst, she has permanent uptime on that jellyfish, which is really good at keeping your teammates alive. Oh yeah, it looks like we're going to be entering into Raiden fight simultaneously. So we're going to see a race against each other now.
This is the last game of the segment and of the day. So hopefully it is an exciting one.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we're still going to be limited to one character after all as we get our final guests for today coming in here, as this will be the last game of the day. We'll see if neither team can get another point for their team in this last match. So far, Raiden nor Asaha has gone down to either side, so let's hope that this is the first.
And we did get a confirmation that this will be synced at the exact same time.
Yep.
So the timers should be identical, and they're going to be against the same boss. We will see who takes home the victory.
Neko's team being a little bit bold, not going to bring a healer potentially with Tignari and Yelan.
I mean, if you can melt down the Raiden Shogun in time.
If.
Big if. I like the Wanderer choice. I really do.
It was pretty good. I mean, it got really close, right? Wanderer did go down, but they were doing really good damage on Raiden before that. So we'll have to see.
Raiden A versus the
Raiden
Shogun?
versus Raiden? Maybe.
Basically, spoiler alert for her second story quest. Wait, I should say that. A rerun of her story quest.
Rerun, yeah. A replay. Let's see what the choices are.
Looks like they're hunting for artifacts.
They are. I mean, if it's going to be the last game, you got to make it a good one. Make sure everyone has the right artifacts there.
Honestly, Yelan and Tignari could do a lot of damage here. Hyper Bloom?
They could. Well, you don't have... I don't think you have any Electro to trigger it.
I mean, when she gets her Electro Shield, doesn't that count?
But you can't... I don't think that Electro Shield can burst the Bloom Cores for you to use Hyper Bloom now. Yeah. So you're kind of just regular Bloom here, but the Bloom Cores still do a little bit of damage. I mean, like I said, it's so hard to build these two-person teams.
I mean, it's Yelan and Tignari.
Oh.
I feel like Tignari is so strong. He is my main. He and Sino, they are my mains. So I'm biased, but I feel like he's a very strong first-hander character.
Yeah, I mean, Yelan put up a lot of really good showing on the world bosses. So maybe they have something here as we see a healerless team on Neko's side. Very bold. Oh, yes, and we have a simultaneous race. And it is going to be Raiden and Bennett on Lily's side with Tignari and Yelan.
I feel like that Bennett is going to be crucial.
Very much so.
Time those heals together.
Well, the health bars on Neko's side are going to be what to watch out for because they, again, you can't use food. So any damage you take in this fight is going to be permanent.
I'm going to flick to these cameras here a bit more. So the damage is definitely coming out from the Tignari Yelan team.
Yeah, and Bennett is going to have a lot of bursty damage with that. Whenever that burst comes down, I think they're going to see a lot of damage onto Raiden here.
Just as you say, here she goes.
Yeah.
Also, you know, having that Electro is going to help you break the orb faster.
It is. I mean, Bennett's the perfect character to use for that because he also gets a cooldown reduction on his skill whenever he's in range of his burst. So I think he's a perfect character choice against Raiden.
Oh, Tignari's already gone. Oh, no.
That's also...
Face her alone.
I don't think... That's also worried about that team, was that without bringing a healer, you're really susceptible to just getting knocked out immediately.
Well, I feel like when you're an experienced player, you kind of have the confidence to go in and be like, I can dodge. But I mean, it's hard. You normally have more than two characters against the boss, you know, and you normally have a healer.
And not only that, I think one of the things the players may not be accounting for is energy generation. You know, when you have a full team of 4 players, you have a lot of energy for all your characters. So you have a lot of bursts, which gives you invincibility time. But with only one character, you have to rely on only using a skill. And yeah, Yilan's going to get cut down.
Oh my god. Oh no.
But Lily's team actually doing very well. Both their characters staying alive. Oh, they got to get this. They got to cut. Oh, okay.
They got
plenty of time. Plenty of time.
This is the first time we've seen the orb actually get activated.
Yeah.
Unless Jean somehow did it before.
Unless Jean
somehow did it before.
Jean is just that hard working that she can just ignore the effects of Raiden here. But this setup is looking really strong. I think they have a good shot at beating Raiden here finally.
I mean, they just have to survive. They have to win in the next 3 minutes, and then they will take home the points.
Yeah, I mean, it looks difficult now, but you know, once the shield goes down, Raiden is more vulnerable to damage. So they just need to survive her next attack and then get ready for the last phase. Oh, here we go.
Goes, and then
oh, get out of there.
Oh, the dodge.
The dodge, yeah. Are they going to stay in here and fight? Because this is a good chance to put on damage, but they have to be really careful about those pillars.
Yeah, the overload.
Oh, yeah, they're self-overloading because Bennett is, of course, applying pyro. Oh, but they're alive.
Oh my god, Raiden.
Oh no, Raiden went down. No.
Oh my god, no.
They got really greedy, I think, with trying to stay in that the aura there with the pillars going at the same time. Raiden gonna remain undefeated.
Ayato and Tignari just on look from the portal.
I'd like to imagine they can see in the portal the other fight happening, and it's just like a TV screen.
Lore
and
accurate.
they're just watching.
Lore accurate.
Yep, they're just
Not
watching
actually.
Bennett take on.
Ignore me.
Yeah. And we'll see here, Lily doing her best here to finish off Raiden. But Bennett is, breaking the stance there of Raiden, so getting some damage in real quick.
I don't think, I mean, Raiden is a very beefy boss.
Yep. And especially once she gets her shield form up once again, which is she's halfway charged to that already, it is going to be really tough to be able to break it a second time. They were doing so well.
And I didn't quite see the artifacts that Bennett has equipped, but I feel like they're not for damage.
No. And usually Bennett has a Noblest set, so that's probably what was equipped here. Fortunately, we don't know for sure. But either way, I don't think it's been enough, as Raiden's shield is about to charge back up. And with only a minute left on the clock, I don't think it's going to be enough time to get through all of that health.
Oh my god, our referees are playing! Zhonglin Ganyu!
Are they going to show up? Are they going to show up our creators here? I hope not. Are they going to really show them how it's done?
I don't know. Ganyu's pretty low health already.
Yeah.
Bennett versus the world.
Yeah, Lily is putting up a very good fight here, but with 40 seconds left on the clock, isn't going to be enough. This is a really hard challenge.
It is a really hard challenge. I want to see, I mean, we did see some successes, but that was against Andrea specifically. Did we see any successes against Aisha or Raiden?
Aisha and Raiden were both undefeated in their weekly boss challenges. Oh, and it looks like our referees also falling to Raiden here. Again, much tougher than it looks.
It is much tougher than it looks.
Yeah.
Oh, can he break the orb? Oh, no!
Oh.
No!
Cut down by the Musou Hitotachi.
That's it. No one won any points there.
No points. Wow. All right.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow.
What a crazy day one.
People clapping.
Yeah.
Good job to everyone for participating.
And definitely big thanks to all of the team here at the HoYoverse booth, setting us up for not only the casting, but wrangling the players and setting up the machines here. I mean, we're going to be back here tomorrow for a second day of having this action here with some new games as well as some repeat ones from today.
Yeah, there's some pretty interesting ones. I would definitely stay tuned. We will see our scoreboard here in a moment, I believe, to wrap up the final score. So... Atsu's at 75, Fob's at 72, so they're basically even.
Yes.
And Nico's at 49 and Lily's at 31.
Okay.
So I believe Neko and Atsu are the winners here.
No, Neko and Atsu's team are the winners. Don't be fooled by the scores. Keep in mind that Neko and Lily got a lot tougher of a challenge with those weekly bosses than Atsu and Fob had with the world bosses.
Also, I'm just saying, I think Lily guiding the treasure-seeking ceiling to the chest and unlocking the chest, that should be like, that should be a ton of points.
Yeah. Definitely has the moral high ground for helping out in the world wherever possible. But, I mean, that's pretty much going to wrap it for day one here. We're going to be back, not at the same time today, but there's going to be a stage show at...
I'm so excited for that. I think
what time
it is at...
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock?
12 o'clock, yeah. So the stage show is going to be at 12 o'clock, going to run for an hour. You're going to see all 4 creators on stage at the same time, competing in their own teams against each other in these challenges before we'll be back here at our usual time at 2 o'clock.
And I'm so excited for that. If you are here at Gamescom, I hope you will come by the Hoyoverse stage area, not just the booth here to play, but the stage area to watch and onlook. So
yeah, or join in.
Yeah, or join in, exactly.
Yeah, if you come back here from 2 to 4, you can definitely join in the fun. You know, get onto one of these machines, win some prizes for yourself as well, and hang out with some of the creators and some of the amazing team here at the Hoyoverse booth. You know, I'm looking forward to the last day of Gamescom. It's been quite a ride so far. Looking forward to more cosplays as well, as I'm sure we'll see more on that final day.
And once again, this has been Leah, aka Windflower Leah, and I am here with...
I am Blep, Blep the Cat on YouTube and Twitter. Really fun spending time with you, Leah, and yeah, I guess we'll see everyone tomorrow.
Very chaotic day. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye-bye.